Let's watch the Caleb Hammer thing. Let's fucking watch it.
I do not
I cannot wait for this. It is going to be crazy.
Speak with my...
You chose. They did not choose.
They chose extremism over their child.
Okay, says the blue hair. Got it.
The housing has just gone up.
Wow, what a nuanced take.
I've called before
You've called people?
Well, I've called the
That's
bank.
great.
I
Oh,
tried
she called the bank.
and I tried to like find out if I'm interested in
the cost of
buying a
housing
house.
should go down, bank.
I want to see people's lives improve, and the government has a role to play in because
People
they
disagree
like
with you
a
slightly,
pedophile.
and they're a fascist.
I've seen families like torn apart.
Oh, don't performative cry. No one gives a f or empathize with your fake crying.
Having your needs met so that you can dream.
I'm sorry, not everywhere is gonna thrive.
No, everyone
Communities
should
got,
thrive.
That's
That's
not
what socialism
possible.
is.
Are you sure they're the extremists? That seems like a more extremist position. You're one of those people I'm already reading. If they disagree with 1% of things, they're a fascist. No, answer the question, or I am ending this podcast. Answer the question. Dollarwise is finally here, sending waves
Holy
through the
crap.
personal finance world. This is officially now the best budgeting app on the market, and I'm giving you a special deal to download, get a free trial to test it out, and then you get the monthly plan at a 33% discount for the first 3 months, or the annual plan at an insane discount. And most people sign up for the annual version because it saves a lot of money, and you get my detailed 30-day meal plan signed by me, mailed directly to you, plus the digital version of my cookbook for each recipe. Don't miss the opportunity of a lifetime. Download Dollarwise and start your free trial. Go to Dollarwise.com or click the link below.
Cookbook.
I'm
did the
Doomsday.
cookbook.
I'm 25. I'm from South Dakota.
Wait, what? What? Doomsday.
And this is Financial Audit. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Oh my god! He just opened. It's K.
You've never seen Disney Channel?
That was Disney.
Well, I don't know if the Mickey Mouse will be thrilled to be referenced.
Doomsday's a weird fake name, but we gave you a weird fake name because you chose for yourself in your real life a weird fake name.
Chosen for me, but
Your parents named you that?
Thank you,
my
Sapphire.
chosen family did. It's
Who'd
cool.
you choose to be a family?
Whoa,
What's
in the queer
that?
community, yeah, you don't always get to maintain your most close relatives, your blood relatives. So you
Well, did they
you build.
dismiss you?
No.
Well, it sounds like you maintain them.
I do not speak with my parents.
You chose. They did not choose.
Their decisions have made our relationship what it is today.
What did they choose?
They chose extremism over their child.
Ooh.
Okay, says the blue hair. Got it. Okay, which usually qualifies towards more extreme people. Usually, what's their extremism?
Their extremes are just not very minority inclusive, despite what they might say. Their actions say otherwise.
What's their actions that are so extreme? They kill minorities?
They're not helping them.
Well, not helping's extreme? Well, what's helping?
We've had extended conversations about what politics looks like in the world, and when they discuss it,
Dude, the editing of just like the short cut in to like Caleb Hammer just being like, it's actually amazing. I love it.
things that they say or choose not to say are pretty detrimental. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like extremism. You know what the word extremism means?
Yeah.
What do they do that's extreme?
There was once upon a time when Kamala came out with
Kamala, thank you. You're going to get canceled for that.
she was talking about how our current president wanted to have generals more like dictators of old.
Okay.
And I asked my parents what they felt about that, and they said they needed the context. And I said, under what context is it okay to like want
Well,
Hitler's
maybe
general?
They wanted to understand if he was doing his classic grifting or if he was being an actual dictator, which would be bad. But we know if you follow politics, which I assume you do, he is a rifting guy, and you take like a grain of salt with pretty much everything, including saying peace is close in Iran, which I think you would agree with.
And also, like, threatening to nuke them, an entire population.
Exactly, which wouldn't be great.
That's a pretty
but
extreme.
I think
that's pretty extreme action.
Which we haven't done, so I would say an extreme action was not done.
We did bomb the bridge, yeah.
A bridge. Yeah, that never happens in war. So, okay.
Are you pro war?
I love how he does like the fucking Office. I don't know if it's on purpose, but he does like the Office where he just like looks at the camera. It's so peak.
A pro-war, I think. Well,
God,
like
I
your
love
parents would
Caleb
say,
Hammer
context
videos.
matters.
He's the best.
Pro-war. I mean, that depends.
Like, these are just like so long that it's hard to watch them and react to them. But like, I love them so much, man. They're the best.
On what's happened? Are we defending ourselves? What are we pro-war overall?
Well, are we defending ourselves in Iran?
Iran? Am I pro-Iran war? It's obviously the consequences
Well, you're saying
have not
that
been great.
bridges get burned or
Well, if
blown
that's what
up
you were
in
freaking out
war.
about, a bridge, like I'm like, okay, a bridge, I'm okay.
Well,
I
you
more
were
care
talking
about the
hypotheticals and blowing up a
If you're
bridge.
going to call out
wasn't a-
something bad, how about the school? I mean, I think that was a little
That
less
one
fortunate.
too.
A bridge, don't really care. But your parents saying they need more context isn't an extreme position. Asking to understand what was being said, why and how is not extremism. So you cut them off.
But there's
Wait,
no
wait, wait.
amount
No.
of context.
This is yes, there actually is. There's context in everything that's ever said.
Yeah.
Because that's always important. There's context in this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
There's context that I'm getting on you not being involved with your family.
Yeah.
The reason I asked that is because
Well,
I was like,
but
oh, you have a little
specifically
bit of
my
a weird
parents.
name.
Yeah.
Your family. And you have a weird name. So I got context of why you had a weird name is because your family. I was like, oh, shit.
Well,
oh,
'cause
that's
my
horrible.
chosen family. Yeah, my chosen family gave it to me.
Okay, you're friends. And
Yeah.
the thing is, I got context around, oh, shit. This lady's queer. Why would they disown her? That's horrible. That's bad. They shouldn't have disowned her. Oh, wait, they didn't. She did. She did. So I got the context around that. So, okay, then I learned more from that context that you disown them. So that's why context is important.
Yeah.
Maybe they would
Like-
need context. It sounds like they don't agree with you politically, and that's fine. That's
Yeah.
not an inherently bad thing. But requesting context is not a form of extremism. Now,
Would this be a good time to mention that
it
my
wouldn't, because I'm going to
pronouns
continue
Are they
speaking.
them?
Sure. Yeah, if I remember that, I will try my best. Out of courtesy and respect for you as an individual, it is very difficult sometimes to just remember in the heat of a conversation, right? But I will try my best. Especially, well, okay, they, them, yes, very good. If it's the name, okay.
Oh
No,
my God.
I respect pronouns.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember.
And, that was like the breaking point for me and my parents, since you're asking about my
Well,
parents.
that makes more sense. You brought up the dictator. Here's the thing. I want to finish my point. I want to finish my point. If they said, yes, I want generals that act like full-on dictators, and I would shake your hand and say, yes, that is extremist. That's bad. But they asked for more context around a quote that you chose to bring up. Because I actually do not remember that quote. Maybe you are taking it out of context. Maybe you're not. But them asking for a little understanding of the context around it is not an inherently extremist position.
Yeah.
If they agreed with it on the face value of those words, that would be extremist. I don't think you know what extremist means. And it is dangerous that you use that, because there are actual extremists in this world that are doing bad things. So they disagree with the pronoun
If I ever
thing.
had a child, they would allow said child to be in the room with the president if it was an opportunity for them.
I would meet
would
any
not do
president.
that.
That would be really cool.
No, I do not want to
Well,
share
that's-
a space with a sex offender. 34 counts.
Okay.
Especially
well, I mean,
my
I would
own
just
child.
meet
A
the
hypothetical
executive of the
child.
president of the United States of America, regardless who it is. I'd love to meet Obama, Biden, Trump. Yeah, why not?
No, I don't want to meet a sex offender. Yeah,
Okay. Have you met any before? Knowingly?
not knowingly.
Okay. I mean, that is fine. I don't think you were invited. Is that a choice you have been actively given?
Again, I'm just that's why
I
that's
don't
the rift
understand
between
what
my
that has to
parents.
do. they would meet the president of the United States.
They
That's not
haven't
very
even started
controversial.
talking about fucking
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything Trump does. I didn't agree with everything Biden does. I would happily meet them out of the respect for the office of the president of the United States.
So my parents just don't get to be in my life as an adult.
Because they would meet the president of the United States if they were asked to meet the president of the United States? Are you sure they're the extremists?
You know what's funny about Caleb Hammer is Caleb Hammer videos are like, it's like he's smurfing in games. Like, it's just, he's constantly just smurfing against absolute fucking idiots that like they can't do anything. And he's like this big high leveled character and he's just fucking shitting on them constantly. It's actually amazing.
That seems like a more extremist position, where if someone, you're one of those people I'm already reading, if they disagree with 1% of things, they're a fascist.
God.
You saying no would have been the proper response. You not responding is actually quite staggering. I have a feeling you're actually the extremist.
I believe that there are solutions that are...
Final solutions?
No. I believe that there are solutions that we could implement in our society.
The world is a mess. The world is as angry as it gets.
That could improve people's quality of life.
That'd be good. What's one?
Oh my goodness. So we could certainly provide things like toothbrushes and toothpaste to people for not a charge well,
that's nice, but at pretty much wait. Listen, there are rural communities that gets difficult, but
yeah, I've actually visited those rural communities.
Wow, you went to a farm.
Well, I've been to lots of states. I've been traveling.
She's well traveled, nice and privileged. That's great. But what I was gonna say is, in most communities, just like you can go. Toothbrushes and toothpaste is a very common thing to give at pantries and whatnot.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
but it's something that we're doing as people.
So the government's gonna fund it. That's your proposition that's going to fix society.
There's lots of things that the government could provide to its people that it's not.
What about something a little more substantial?
A phone.
Oh my God, what do we deserve?
A phone or internet service.
Oh, what do we deserve? We deserve all of the things, and toothbrushes and phones and a pony.
Yep.
Phone. Oh, wait, how are they providing the internet?
Well, they absolutely have the infrastructure to do so.
Well,
they could build light rails. There's so much that our government could do.
Light rails? Have you seen they have, in fact, not been able to build light rails, actually? That's kind of one of the things.
There's one that's
not light rail, high-speed rail in California specifically, but light rail here in Austin, Texas? What?
So Elon Musk was supposed to be part of that build for the light rail. And
it's mostly been environmental protection laws.
That have prevented it?
Yes. Environmental protections, all the different surveys that have had to take place have delayed building it substantially.
There's good reason for regulation, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh.
Regulation is what protects our water, Like data centers are not... There's like regulations that people are trying to get around for data centers so that like they can profit.
Huh? That was just nonsense. That was just, you just took four talking points and mashed them together. What were you actually trying to say there about data centers? Data centers are being built far too quickly and trying to skirt regulation and not asking for the community's consent. Not asking. I think that's actually one of the big things because communities have been showing up in mass.
Yes, and successfully getting memorandums.
Yeah, which will be damaging to those communities and their tax base, absolutely. As we know, in Northern Virginia, many communities where most of the data centers are and big data center collections, like more old school data centers, it pays for 50% of the property taxes, meaning brand new schools, lower property taxes for homeowners and renters. It's been very beneficial.
But they reduce the quality of life for the people.
Well, that's... in that community, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 15% of the data centers, maybe 25% are in residential areas. The other 75% are not, which means it does not reduce the quality of life for the people.
That's the important of regulations, and also getting community input is deciding
well,
where
75%, the majority are not in community areas. So how's that impacting their quality of life? Well, they get to use their phone. The free phones you want to use, the internet? Yeah, they need data centers.
There's a lot that our government could be doing to support
What is it?
our
What's your concern with data centers? Because there's a lot of misinformation going around. What's your concern?
Water quality.
What about water quality? Sound. That's in the residential areas, which I don't think a lot of people want. A factory.
Well, I've actually been to council meeting where they were talking
That's
about
crazy.
how
They happen everywhere. Good for you.
they
Listen, I
how
don't
they
think
want to
people
change the rules around how they want to
Caleb Hammer is so fucking done. This is
measure
great.
the
I love
sound. So
this.
it's actually about the pitch that
This is
it's at rather
amazing.
than the decibel. So
Well, I'm sure both play a big quality, but the reality is, I don't think I want a car manufacturing plant behind my house. I don't think I want oil being drilled behind my house. I don't think
But
I
you
want a
would like a
turbine.
library, a
I
train
wouldn't want a
station,
library
'cause both
because
would
I
actually
wouldn't
improve
want a
your property
library.
value.
I actually wouldn't want a library
Why not a
because here
library?
in Austin, Texas, a library, you know what happens here? Our beautiful library downtown, go to it afterwards. That's where every single homeless person hangs out, which
Yeah.
means that's in my backyard. That's not what I
that's
want.
capitalism.
Homeless people existing and
wait,
us
what?
letting them just crash the library?
What are we doing to improve their lives? What social programs are we providing other than
Well,
libraries?
a lot of property taxes and millions of dollars thanks to Austin, Texas and the Arc downtown, which they can go to, but they can't do drugs inside of it, so many don't go to that. We're also buying a motel here in Austin, Texas to house them and do housing first policies. And that's why my property
This
taxes
is my
are
first
so
time in
high.
Austin, Texas.
And that's what they're doing in a lot of communities. Like the tens of millions, or actually billions, I
Yeah.
apologize, in California, where the city of Los Angeles couldn't even pass an audit on their homelessness spending of $1.6 billion, where they didn't even know where that's going. I would say actually a lot of things are going to them to help them. Has it worked? No. But you know what has worked? Houston, Texas.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I was just in Kansas where they have like a ton of mutual aid. I've been following mutual aid. How
Wait,
is the
what happened in
community?
Houston?
Historically blue Kansas, yeah. So this isn't a political debate, regardless. But also, I mean, most recently there was a nice little shooting at the library, so that's why I don't want to have it down in my backyard personally. But the point I was trying to make, I don't want to have a car manufacturing or a lot of the different infrastructure type things in my own personal backyard. But guess what? I still want us to have car manufacturing. I still want us to have data centers.
You would
I
hope
still
that
want to
they're
have these
accessible
things,
to you.
but they don't necessarily need to be in my backyard. So that's why a lot of data centers are trying to build in the middle of nowhere. But then people freak out in the middle of a desert. That would impact no one.
They
Like
have
you
to,
likely would.
They have to build a lot of infrastructure, and they're not.
Which is usually
considering
they
where
build
the
their own
resources
power.
are.
They're building
Yeah.
their own power.
Correct. They're building their
What's
own
your issue with that?
grids. But
Yes, what's your issue with that?
I've been studying AI for
Then why can't
a
you speak
long
on it?
time. Well, but what I've been studying is what it's capable of. It's like right now it's this.
Oh my
Okay,
god!
this isn't a
Wait,
political
wait,
debate.
wait,
I
wait,
don't
What is going on? Hold on.
care about your
topic.
AI. Are you afraid it's going to take your job?
Daryl, add Carrera subway tile to my shopping list. I ain't doing it.
What do you do for a job? Do you have a job? Because it really doesn't sound like
I work in finance.
doing.
Oh my god, dude.
What?
I do corporate finance for stadiums and arenas.
Like Ticketmaster?
Not Ticketmaster, but we do work
Oh.
with Ticketmaster.
Yeah, okay. So you're one of the actual evil capitalists.
By day a villain, by night a hero.
Trying to prevent modern infrastructure? That's weird.
Dude, I can't, dude. Is this real, dude? This can't be real. This is too crazy. This is fucking nutty, man.
That's
What
being a
is
hero?
happening?
That's
No,
weird.
going to concentration camps. Yeah, I actually just got back
You went
from
to
Delaney.
Auschwitz?
I just got back from Delaney Hall.
Where's that?
That's in New Jersey
There's a concentration camp in New Jersey?
and many other states as well. Yeah, there are detention
Concentration
centers.
camp?
Yep. They
what-
have barbed
what?
wire and awful living conditions
what?
and maggots in the food and abusing the people in there. No due process. That's a concentration camp.
Okay.
And so people are rightfully outraged and are out there to demoralize the people who are going into those.
I asked her what her job was, by the way.
I said finance. And you asked if I was a bad
I-
capitalist.
So she's
I-
talking
I'm a
about
socialist.
concentration camps. You're a socialist?
Yes.
Okay, you know socialism has never worked. What socialism are you in favor for? Here we go, get ready.
I I believe that
Take a system.
a system.
Take a system in the world that you're in favor of,
Well,
that you would rather be our system.
I just don't want it to be capitalism. Nor do
take
I
a
want
system.
it to be
Take a system that has worked, that you like and would like to replicate here.
capitalism.
Take a system, please, that has been proven to work in any country, anywhere. That is better than our system, please.
Capitalism
Yeah, please find.
does not.
Okay, that's great. Yes, you have your talking points. That's wonderful. Now pick a system that has worked anywhere better than here. that you would rather
Dude,
have?
dude, see, the reason why Caleb Hammer's content is so peak is because he gets these people in a fucking chair, pins them to the chair, and then doesn't let them. Because I'm pretty sure, like, correct me if I'm wrong, that people get paid to be on this, right? It's got to be how it works, right? Does he? Does he pay them? So because of that, they can't leave. Because if they leave, they don't get paid. It's actually fucking brilliant, to be honest. This is brilliant. That like he like you take these freaking libtards, right? You pin them to the chair and you force them to answer questions. Mwah. Fucking chef's kiss. Like they can't run and they can't do that. Oh, but you know, but the capitalism, and like he just pins and just keeps them there, right? He's like CCing them in spot. He's like CCing them in the spot, and then he's DPSing them, and they can't run. It's actually so peak. I love it, Mr. Mametic. Thank you so much for the vids. Thank you.
Well,
I'm waiting for it.
Your
No.
definition of better is like not valuing the intrinsic
I don't give a
value.
fuck. I don't give a fuck about my definition. Your definition. I'm asking you to choose. Don't cater to my definition.
And I'm choosing socialism.
No. Yeah, but pick it. Pick another country that has worked.
And
Please.
unfortunately, we are an imperialist.
Never tried real socialism, I bet you.
Imperialism is hurting those socialist countries.
It hurt the USSR?
It's
Weren't
hurting
they
Cuba
imperialist?
and Venezuela. Yeah, the blockades that we're doing for the
for
oil.
what it's worth,
in
oil
those
production
places.
dramatically fell after the state took control of Venezuela, and it hurt their economy dramatically well before our embargo. You might be right about Cuba, but no, Venezuela did it themselves before we embargoed. Timeline-wise, so you're just wrong. They had a slush fund coming in when it was collecting taxes from the
what
private
I'm not
enterprise.
Wrong about is the
no
fact
rebuttal. That's
that
great. So what system, please?
capitalism
Okay, again, I just asked what her job was.
prioritizes
Here we go. Please pick a system. One place that according to your values you would rather do.
New York.
That's not socialist. That's the most capitalist place in the world.
But Mom Donnie is out there doing
He's democratic socialist.
Yeah.
Socialist. He
Yeah.
still believes in capitalism. You know that,
You have
right?
to start somewhere.
No. That is still capitalist. All his policies are funded on the tax revenue generated by capitalism. That's capitalism. That is not
Taxes
a
are
worker-based socialism. Taxes come from the capitalist state still. So no, that is not socialist. But if that's what you'd like to see, then don't call yourself a socialist, because that's not socialist. That's still capitalism. That's more Scandinavian. That's European, which is still funded on capitalist systems. I was hoping you were going to
Still
say
gay,
something
by
like
the way.
Sweden or the UK. I was hoping you were going to say something like that, which are still objectively capitalist countries.
Mm-hmm.
Not socialist by any means of the imagination. They have some more social programs, all
They do have
funded,
social programs.
all funded by the success of capitalism, all funded by the marketplace and the wages
So what
created
happens
by
if you
capitalism.
do more social programs? How many social programs do you have to do before it's socialist?
You're talking about social programs. Socialist is a completely different economic structure, though.
Right, where the
State
worker has
run.
their
Well, it's state
relationship to
run.
the means of production.
State run, but yes, state run. That wouldn't really create much. You know what happened in the USSR? With all the land, most arable land almost in the world compared besides the United States and I think Ukraine. Well, they had to import all their wheat. Vast majority of their wheat. It doesn't work. It doesn't create the outcome. People need to eat. And
People
it
do need
doesn't
to eat.
work. You know what's actually more
Are
important?
we feeding people under capitalism?
Yes. Have you seen our poor
Yeah.
people? They're fat. Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
The poor people in the United States have to take Ozempic.
Okay, but is it because the cost of chips is more than minimum wage?
Chips. You think that's what's necessary for a sustained lifestyle?
Yeah,
I
what
think
the
that
hell?
it's one of the cheapest things you can get from the gas station.
Gas station?
What the
Should we
hell?
be doing our grocery
You
shopping
shouldn't
from the
be
gas station? I think
buying-
we've gotten some.
Oh my god, you should not. Gas station. Oh my god.
Because here's the reality. Here's the reality in the
We
end.
are having food deserts and hospital deserts. And we're having
Yes.
those because it is not as profitable to have groceries and
But there's still
hospitals
lots
out
of
there.
public
but
funding.
there is intrinsic value
Intrinsic.
in supporting your community.
Okay,
and,
so
and
how would we
capitalism does
combat?
not
How would we combat a food desert in your mind? What is the actual outcome?
state-run
proposal?
grocery stores.
Okay,
Oh,
and those have always
jeez.
worked very well. Anywhere done.
I mean, state grocery stores really impact people's lives when they're in food deserts, yeah.
Okay. Where have they been done successfully?
Kansas.
State-run grocery stores?
Yes.
Okay.
That actually, Kansas was the model for New York.
Listen, if it works, then I'm down for it. I'm only okay with things that have
a lot
worked.
of mutual aid, but they still have a large homeless population.
Your proposal first, outcome last. Outcomes are all that matter. I don't care if you sound like the moral good guy, moral masturbator, performative person when it comes to the, yes, I'm sure you masturbate. When it comes to the policies that you're proposing, okay? That's all that matters to you is sounding good, looking good on the front end, not the outcomes in the end.
Possible. We have the
Functionally possible. You know what's functionally possible? We have the highest disposable income anywhere else in the world. That is the money you have.
Incredibly large military budget.
Okay, I don't know what that has to do with the disposable income. This is what's so hard talking to people like you, because you had nothing to do with the point I just said. You just went somewhere else. Yes, we have a high military budget. What is it? 15, 20% of our federal budget? Social programs are 50%. So what do you want?
Why are we cutting them?
I don't think it's going to go below 50%. It's still substantially high.
We're cutting
We're
them
not cutting our
pretty
mandatory
drastically.
spending. You know what's actually going to be cut? Social Security by 2032.
I don't have it.
You'll have Social Security, but only what's coming in. You know why? Because we refused to invest the Social Security fund in the 90s into the capital that we have in the United States. The most capitalist thing we have, the stock market. It would have returned an average of 10% a year, and it would be a massive slush fund. But instead, people like you decided it was too risky, and we put it in low-yield treasuries, and now it's going to be depleted by 2032 because of freaks like you that don't understand anything about basic economics. Yes? Yes! I'm going to be real with you. Your debt is not the same as everyone else's. You've got your own unique mix of credit cards, maybe some medical bills, personal loans, and collections. Whatever. Your interest rates are different. Your payments are different. Your life is different. So why do you need some one-size-fits-all solution that treats you like a number? Some generic calculator that spits out, just pay more. As if you hadn't thought of that already. That's what sets PDS apart. They don't just look at your balance and say, good luck. They work to understand your specific scenario and help provide alternative solutions to becoming debt-free. Whether you're struggling with credit cards, personal loans, collections, or medical bills, PDS Debt has customized options designed specifically for you. Not your neighbor, not some average case study. You. They've helped hundreds of thousands of people get out of debt. And here's the thing, there's no minimum credit score required. They're not here to judge you. They're not here to shame you. They're here to help you get out and help you save more. Pay off your debt faster and start putting money back in your pocket. This is a company that is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, boasts thousands of 5-star reviews on Google, and holds a 5-star rating on Trustpilot. That legitimately matters. And here's the thing, if I needed help paying off debt, this is exactly where I'd go for help. You're just 30 seconds away from being debt-free with PDS Debt. Get your free assessment and find the best option for you right now at pdsdebt.com/hammer. That is pdsdebt.com/hammer. pdsdebt.com/hammer. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggles, you should hear this. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. Now Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they caused. Click the link in my bio to take a short quiz. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. We could have made it more capitalistic and it would have been wonderful for you and me.
Things that would be wonderful for you and me is to have so many of our needs met so that we have the ability to dream.
The vast majority. What do you mean?
Do you know how many things have to go right every single day for you to just operate?
Yes, human nature, the world existing. What do you think this is? This isn't.
Have you ever gone without your phone?
Yeah.
How long?
It was a couple weeks in college.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't very fun.
How long ago was college? Because if you weren't using MFA then.
Huh?
Were you using multi-factor authentication in college?
No,
Okay.
maybe. I don't remember.
Most things use MFA now. So
dude, you can get a cheap Android for like $100 at Boost Mobile. What are you clamoring about right now? You're freaking out. You're acting like a victim of nothing.
Well, I'm showing that there are lots of things that have to go right
you're freaking out about. The poor people you're freaking out about. I've looked at their budgets. You know how much people could be benefiting themselves if they actually had any semblance of personal responsibility? What are you? 25? You know, your generations goes out to eat multiple times a week, and one of those is typically...
My generation doesn't believe we can own houses, and kind of can.
Which is funny, because Gen Z, 25% actually own a house. Millennials, 50%. What? Statistics? That's crazy. Yeah, you actually don't know anything that's actually happening. You just want everyone to be a victim, and then you accomplish
'cause
nothing
I'm
in your
out here
life
asking
ever.
people how I'm out here.
You know, you can just
in
look
every
things up.
state asking.
Honestly, it brings me so much joy. It really does. Like I love it. I know I keep saying it, but like, dude, every time these people do this, I love it because I know that they're gonna keep sucking and they're gonna suck forever. And then, dude, I love it. It's so peak, man. They're gonna suck forever. They're never gonna make anything, and then they're just gonna complain till the day that they die alone. It's holy fuck. It's great. What a fitting end to commies. Am I right, guys?
People personally.
Holy shit.
How much
I'm
are
glad
you
you're getting
making?
annotational
And-
information. You know, you can actually look things up and listen to studies that have
Yes,
happened.
absolutely.
You know, we have the
But
highest
I
disposable
value
income in
that
the entire
primary
world.
source.
You know, we have the highest disposable income in the entire world. You know what capitalism has done? Ever since it's been implemented across the world, mostly in general, the poverty in the world has dramatically gone down. Hunger in the world has dramatically gone down. Yes. Are you serious? Have you not seen those charts? Have you not seen the data? You know, as a percentage of our income that goes to our grocery budget is better than any other history in human existence. Yes, you can scrunch your forehead all you want before you get Botox, but yes, that is true. That is a fact. That is reality. There's only 3 categories that have gone up. Do you know what they are? It's a percentage of our income. What are they? Open ears.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
You know the only three categories in our lives that have gone up as a percentage of our income.
No.
I'll tell you, schooling. Why? Student loans, because we allowed people to borrow for school.
Colleges used to be free.
Exactly, until we allowed student loans. So, of course, every time we raise the cap on student loans,
College
cost of college
used to be free.
Hey, she has
Free
no
is
rebuttal.
free. Free is free.
So she has no rebuttal. Great. Okay, so the government got
We
involved.
can be free again.
Everything can
No,
be free.
no, it can't
oh my
at this
God.
point.
We should just give
No, it
everyone
can't.
free
Why
shit.
not?
Because we've allowed colleges to raise the price of their tuition because of the amount we allow people to borrow. So they've built these campuses with lazy rivers around them. Like, it's crazy. It's all built on the sports teams. Not every school needs to have a sports team, music program, all that shit. It doesn't need to happen, but we allow people to borrow infinite amount of money. So that's one.
I don't have any student
You know the
loans.
second one?
What?
You
No.
know what? Cost of housing. Why?
The housing has just gone up ever.
Wow, what a nuanced take. You're incredible. They're performative. They're all performative. They have absolutely no real solution to anything. It's mostly due to permitting.
I've tried.
Seeing Caleb just in real time realize how fucking idiotic these people are and how they're causing all of our problems is actually so peak. Like, this is the best content ever.
called before
You've called people?
Well, I've called
Oh,
the
that's
bank.
great.
I
Oh,
tried
she called the bank.
and I tried to like find out, you know,
Bank!
if I'm
Bank!
interested in
the cost of
buying a
housing
house.
should go down, bank.
If I'm interested in buying a house, what do I have to do? And they told me that I would have to go to like a loan
Why
shark.
has the cost of housing gone up? Most reasons. Zoning in this country. Environmental policies, which again, I will agree with you that they're not all bad. But when they prevent housing in California by years.
Oh my
you know, in
God.
Texas,
Dude, I keep saying this. I literally keep saying this, man. It's so true. It's the craziest thing. Is like, I saw them try to make a building in California. This is a true story. Where I used to live, they were trying to build a cafe. And they were trying to build this cafe for like multiple years. Like multiple years. And like it took like I want to say like 2 years before they built it. And then in Texas here, they were like, we're gonna start making we're gonna have a new Mexican restaurant here. Like, oh yeah, really? New Mexican restaurant? Yeah. 2 months later, it's here. I was like, what? You can eat there right now. Grand opening. And I was like, huh? Free chips? What? Yeah, it crazy. 2 months from it being forest, by the way. Like, it was forest. It was like a fucking patch of woods. They cut all the trees down. They built the thing, and it was open in 2 months.
good old red Republican Texas. We've outpaced California in solar production, battery production, and wind power because we actually allow people to build. Instead of California, it's like you, it's all performative. But then the environmental regulations have gotten in the way, and it's impossible to build anything. zoning,
just
environmental
value what the
protection.
community has to say.
No, because environmental protections, oftentimes when used to prevent building, are used by developers and housing organizations, HOAs that don't want new housing because it impacts their value. They use the legal system created through those environmental policies to prevent housing, not actually protect the environment. You know that, right?
Like, I'll tell you what. The area I live in the forest, right? I tell you what, if I had a choice to make it so no one could ever build around me, I would take that every single time. So yeah, I do it every single time. You know what it's called? It's called incentive. Incentive and motive, understanding those things about humanity. Yup.
And it's zoning, single family zoning forever. Red Texas, red Florida are building housing because they enacted YIMBY policy, more liberal policies on allowing smaller lots, getting rid of parking minimums, and actually allowing developers to build what the market demands. Where in LA, you cannot build that in progressive LA.
What about rent?
What about rent? Rent goes down in places like Austin, Texas, where we built up, rent actually went down. You'll never see that in San Francisco. You know, permitting fell in half, 50% the moment San Francisco enacted rent control, performative policy that has never worked once in any human existence tested city, ever. Not one time. Places in Minnesota, very progressive Minnesota, enacted rent control. They immediately got rid of it years later. Same with Massachusetts. They got rid of it. They outlawed it because it decreases permitting immediately, because it decreases places being built, which makes rent go up. For the lucky few that get in generation rent control,
Dude,
congratulations, they
knows.
98% of people.
This guy fucking understands, man. He understands. Fucking hell.
That's why housing has gotten expensive. Our zoning. Guess what? People buy housing in Japan, but the values never go up. They actually expect to sell it for less because they have incredible zoning where they have these 5 layers of zoning that always require some kind of commercial integration where people can build up. The market can build what the people demand, what capitalism demands. So one of two, we went through one of two: student housing, where the government has gotten involved and made it harder to do things. People to abuse legal systems.
What did I say, guys? What did I say? The government fucks everything up. Anytime the government touches anything, it turns to shit. I've been saying this. I've been saying this the whole time. Caleb Hammer agrees.
Prevent housing being built to allow their land value to go up. You don't understand the actual outcomes of the things you ask for. It's all moral masturbation on the front end, nothing on the back end.
I've seen families.
Also, what I've been saying, by the way, is that all of this is moral masturbation. They basically jizz all over you and you suffer the consequences. That's literally what it is. It's them just like in a circle, just jacking it all over like everybody that actually needs stuff, like everybody that actually wants to buy a house, anybody that actually is poor, anybody that actually is discriminated against. They just jizz all over them basically, and then they pat themselves on the back. It's literally, guys, it's literally the South Park thing where they fart into a glass and then they like swirl it and then they sniff it. It's literally that. Yeah. Moral bukkake, exactly.
It's like torn apart.
Oh, don't performative cry. No one gives a f or empathize with your fake crying. That is sad. A family being torn apart is sad, but I'm sorry. If you made the choice to do something illegal,
I think that we should repurpose ICE so that instead of tearing families apart, their job would be to meet people where they're at and help them get the paperwork they need.
So brave. There you go. You won TikTok. You got the Reddit award. Your community's just supported you, and you just got your moral masturbatory pin. So proud of you. Okay, is there
because
a real
I want
conversation?
To, like, actually
no, it's because what you're supporting is something that's just not going to happen. We have to think of real things.
Your real things aren't thinking about the people.
No, I actually do because I care about the outcome.
About the system. You care about the system.
No, because I think about the outcome, and the outcome is the only thing that actually impacts people in the real world, not what you say on TikTok.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Not what you say on Reddit.
I love this dude. Caleb Hammer, what a legend. I love this guy.
No, you did. That's the reality. That's all that impacts people's lives in the end, not what a politician says on stage. What happens at the actual outcome? The real thing at the end of the pipeline that no one tracks in the end. People get elected based on what they say. They don't get elected based on outcomes. You're a what they say person, not an outcome person. I care about capitalism because I care about the outcome. The outcome in the United States.
I care about the intrinsic value of communities.
You all into pondering like cinemas and make-believes and celluloids? Yeah, okay.
Because I've seen the community suffering.
No, you think anecdotal things equate for the entire billions of people on the planet. That's not how statistics work, lady. Sorry, I keep doing that. I really am not trying to do that. Here's an example again. Disposable income, 17% went to groceries and food in 1960. Today, 9.7%. 9.7% of a budget going to food, that is incredible. That is a blessing. That is living better than kings did. Yeah.
Oh my God, he's saying everything that I've been saying. And it warms my heart. It warms my heart so much. It's like, oh, finally. Finally, somebody gets it. Somebody understands. Someone understands.
Yes. Scrunch your head all you want. The middle-class American today lives better than kings.
What a CEO makes and the average frontline worker is.
Here, she has a talking point prepared. That doesn't matter as long as people are doing well. What is the actual consequence?
Well, it doesn't matter if people are doing well. These people have to have multiple jobs in order to sustain a lifestyle.
Some people, not the median American. Not the median American. Some people, yes.
American relying on minimum wage.
What percent of the American population is relying on federal minimum wage?
I don't know.
Because you don't know anything.
I haven't met anyone who's making the federal minimum wage.
It's just knowing facts about a country.
But I've met people across
No, it doesn't matter who you've met, lady. That's not what changes statistics. You need to disconnect from that. Your anecdotal collection of bullshit is not the real world. It isn't.
I'm trying to meet people
What
where they're at.
percent do you think makes the federal minimum wage in the United States? What percent do you think? What percent? No, answer the question, or I am ending this podcast.
Guys, I've discovered something delicious. You take brisket jerky and then you microwave it, and then it's like all the fat like melts. It's like delicious. Oh my God, what a discovery.
Podcast. Answer the question.
I don't know.
Answer what you think.
30%?
It's less than 1%. You know nothing.
Well, waitresses make less than that.
It's still less. Oh my goodness. Yes, but after tip income. It's less than 1%. You know nothing. You're outraged. You're performative. You're a virtue signaling moron. You have prepared talking points and you know nothing about the real world. Can't believe you've gotten me to go down this rabbit hole when I really just asked what your job was. Oh my goodness. Percentage of food, less than 10%, is an incredible statistic that we should celebrate. A middle-class American lives better than kings in the Middle Ages with plumbing, with food, with air conditioning, with housing, with getting cleaners.
Should we go back to the feudal times?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, actually, that was food. That was food. That was actually going out to eat, that statistic I pulled. 10%. It's less going out to eat today.
Wait, it's going out to eat and not even groceries?
Oh, yeah, you know what grocery is? Because I have that prepared. It was 13.7. Now it's less than 5%. 5%! You know nothing! Infants,
Jon
today,
Snow.
health, the third category was health costs, by the way. Government's heavily involved. Has dramatically, infant mortality rate fallen dramatically from 99.9 per 1,000 births, practically 10%, to 5.6 per 1,000. 5.6!
How much are diapers?
Oh my goodness. So you don't respond to a point I have. You don't respond to a point I have.
You're talking
you just
about
bring up
babies.
a thing you're ready to like go into.
I do care about the prices. I've been filming them for 3 years. I've been watching inflation for 3 years.
Okay, great. Yeah, prices of diapers. Yes, the cost of raising a child isn't great. That doesn't mean things are abhorrently bad everywhere.
I mean, chips are more than the minimum wage.
Wrong again, idiot.
Chips are not needed to survive.
No, but they are.
The minimum wage is less than 1% of the
only
workforce in the United States. That's a broken
$10
statistic that you just brought up.
If you only have $10 for a meal that day.
That's a broken statistic, though.
But
You're not supposed to be living on minimum wage for a long time. What the
Why would you have less than $10 for a meal that day? If you're working minimum wage, that doesn't even make sense.
Well, if you're working minimum wage, that's
Less than 1%.
that's $7.25 an hour, $7.50 an hour. And so if you buy a bag of chips for $7.99, that's a whole hour of your labor.
By the way, 63% of Americans own homes, which is better than like ever before.
As a Gen Zer, I could probably never afford a home, especially.
That's a lie.
Well, my bank hates me.
Your bank hates you. Your bank hits you. Let's see. Okay, minimum percent spent on bullshit was about 25%. Take that, put it in a low-cost index fund, let it run for 10 years. Congratulations, you have a down
What makes
payment.
it bullshit?
Shut the up. It's things that aren't necessary.
Shut the fuck up.
For your life. Going out to eat. Miscellaneous dumbass shit. We're going to go through your budget and you'll see it. But like always, you would rather be a victim than actually take any kind of personal responsibility for anything in your life.
Well, I am responsible for my finances. However, I don't control the cost of gas.
Yeah, that's bad. That's an outcome of a war we probably shouldn't have done.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Congratulations. We can shake hands on that. Capitalism has made almost everything better. More access to food than ever before. More access to resources, medical care than ever before. And by the way, yes, get sick, go to the emergency room. It's fine.
Be in financial debt, go homeless.
Dude, medical debt, do you know the impact of medical debt? It's almost nothing.
I don't have insurance.
Brother, the impact on medical debt, there's almost a reason why we don't allow people with medical debt on the show. It's because it almost has no impact on people's lives.
Then why are they sending bills to babies?
And guess what? If they don't pay it, almost nothing will happen. That is the actual reality. If they don't pay it, almost no
This
contact.
guy, dude, Caleb Hammer is the best. He's just so peak. Like, he's just like the best like reactions.
Our financial advice, don't pay.
For medical debt, I mean, I would rather pay because, like, if you're looking to get a car or something, it could be a little impacting. But other than that, it is the least impactful debt. And going through bankruptcy is honestly almost not even a hassle.
So it's something that you just declare. I declare bankruptcy.
Wonderful. Which, by the way, she was crying about how we need to get everyone a phone. What percentage of Americans own a phone? Smartphone. Sorry, I should say smartphone specifically.
80.
It is 98%. But I guess we need to get everyone that. So internet. What about that? The one that the government has to pay for. What usage in the United States? Who has access to the internet?
It's not about having access. It's about providing these things so that
Providing. So people are already getting them. But what percent?
70%.
99.
Oof.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're performative.
I know that these are things that could improve people's lives. That's all I need to know.
Well, good news. They have 99% have it. So.
And they would be even happier if it was free.
No, they wouldn't, because it would not be as good. If it was free, they wouldn't be competing
It would provide
Dude,
that
if the internet
minimum.
was free in Austin, Texas,
Yeah, it would be
AT&T
terrible.
Spectrum and Google Fiber wouldn't be competing to make lower cost.
To make lower cost, higher what do you call it? Higher speeds, everything. Because now they're fighting against each other for your money. Whereas if the government owns everything, then they don't have to fight anybody. Just be like, oh, you know, who you gonna go to, huh? You wanna fucking bitch about it? Why don't you not use the internet then, huh? How's that? How about that, huh?
higher speed fiber. We wouldn't have that because it would just be one provider and they would have no need to make
She
it
makes
better
my head
ever.
hurt, dude. I'm telling you, subconscious says she makes my head really hurt, Leaflit. I got bad news for you. This is not a unique case. Like, this is like a lot of people. A lot of commies are exactly like anybody that's like a for real, like calls themselves a commie is like literally like this person. They're all like this. You can fix her. You fucking do it then, man. Do it. If you can do it, honestly, like every single crackhead woman that you can bring to our side, I'm totally for it, honestly. As long as she doesn't control you in the end and turn you into a commie.
Happy that capitalism has produced higher speed internet. No counterpoint. Wonderful. And that's usually what I expect from people like you.
Having your needs met so that you can dream.
What sacrifices have you done?
You
Actual
can
sacrifices.
dream?
Because here's the reality with people like you. Your activism has cost you nothing.
Dream,
Nothing.
dude. We gotta watch the right here. We're gonna watch this right here. It's like, it's so real, man. It's so good. Like, this is my favorite musical of all time. Maybe we'll watch it sometime. But I love it so much. Holy fuck. It just reminds me of all the people that are always like, oh, well, you know, dreams. I got my dreams. And my dreams will lead me to the way. Right? It's like, geez.
Awareness is the
Holy fuck,
cheapest
man.
version. Nothing. Awareness is the cheapest version of morality. Everyone's aware. You've sacrificed
Everyone's
nothing.
aware. We were just talking about Delaney Hall, right? Right across the street is the Knicks game. People filling up the streets.
Awareness of every single little detail, not necessarily, but awareness of the world around them. Your morality is cheap. You've sacrificed nothing ever. You're a poster.
I'm out here trying to help people.
No, you're a slogan capturer. You're a talking point person, not an outcomes-oriented person. No,
Well,
you're not.
My outcome isn't for...
You want to feel good and be lifted up by your community.
I want to help communities build. Learn how communities are doing it in rural...
Hold on, wait, dude. I gotta show you one more thing. It's actually so relevant. Hold on. So peak, man. It's like so real, man. It's so fucking real.
areas versus help communities build. Learn how communities are doing it in rural areas versus really populous areas, and learn how we can bring what's working in certain cities to cities that need that community building. That's what I'm out here doing.
Dude,
Yeah,
how did it capture the modern woman so perfectly? Dude, the funniest thing is that it was 12 years ago. Hold on, let me see if I can find like that one part. It's like so fucking real, bro. It's unreal.
How we can bring what's
It's so
working in
peak.
certain cities to cities that need that community building. That's what I'm out here doing.
Yeah, you
It's my
couldn't
favorite
comment on
musical of all
anything I
time.
brought up.
Well, I
Not a
can
single
comment
thing
on what these people are experiencing because
on how
I've
capitalism
heard
has
it.
improved people's lives
Well,
dramatically.
they're not. Nobody I've spoken to is yay capitalism.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, the few dozen people she's talking to in her life.
It's
It actually
3
has an
years.
impact.
I've been doing this for 3 years.
Wow, 3 years. What about the 300 million Americans? Did you talk to every single one of them?
No.
Ooh, then maybe we should just go off of data. The fuck are you? My goodness.
I want to see people's lives improve. And the government has a role to play in
You
that.
killed your parents because they asked for more context. People
Because they
disagree
like
with you
a
slightly and
pedophile,
they're a
and-
fascist.
People who support fascist ideals are fascist, yes.
Okay, so what's fascist?
Oh,
Fascism is when you suppress dissent.
That's it. That's
What
that's
the
hold on.
fuck?
The
Hold on.
entire economic and political structure of fascism, a massive ideology
there's-
enacted in multiple countries across the world. Its entire basis is suppressing people.
There's
Whoa.
many facets of it, but
Please
that's
describe fascism. I would like you to describe the economic structure of fascism for me, please.
fascism is when we silence dissent.
Whoa. Okay. Copy and paste response. Let's try to get a second one in there. You know they do that under communism aggressively and socialism. But continue, please.
Yep.
She does. Good. Continue.
Fascism is also when you oppress a group, minorities, oppress
You
minorities.
basically just use the same talking point. Do you actually have anything that you can actually describe what fascism
a link
really
to
is?
The musical? Sure. Maybe we'll watch it this week or something if I have a little bit of time. I would love to watch this week with you guys if you guys want. Maybe on Friday. Oh, actually, no, I have Malcolm on Friday.
Well, fascism is what
Define fascism. What is the
think of a
economic and
time.
political structure of fascism?
fascism is private profit or private prisons.
It actually probably wouldn't be.
Oh, did I
I'll be
post it on
honest,
the
I'm-
wrong one? All right, I posted on Kick. Sorry. There you go.
The economic structure of fascism, it's much closer to socialism than it is capitalism in every measured way. Now, there are private enterprises, but the people running them and the people working for them are placed there by the state. You have to be loyalist to the state. And the state is determining usually the economic trend of what is being worked on in the economy. It is much closer to a socialist economic structure and political structure than capitalism by far. Free market doesn't exist in socialism. There is no, in fascism, there is no free market. It's not about private prison. No, it would be likely a public prison, and the person
And who's in the
is
prison?
going to be, who's in the prison? Whatever they decide the laws are under that country. It was different under Nazi Germany as it was under Spain, as it was under Italy. That's not what defines fascism. You know nothing. You use buzzwords and you know no actual reality.
I know that reality is that we are suffering and there's got to be an alternative.
You got the TikTok award again. That means nothing. Suffering has gone down substantially under capitalism. It is by every numeric fact in the world, including the capitalism of Europe, a very capitalist economy whose social programs are funded by capitalism. Norway, sovereign wealth fund, one of the best in the world, through oil extraction, selling on the private marketplace. Capitalism. You know nothing.
Capitalism allows people to die.
Yeah,
So
no
it's
one
not
ever
profitable.
died under communism.
It's not profitable to.
Did anyone ever die under
support-
communism?
Under capitalism.
Great, good response. Oh, go ahead. Get your point.
Under capitalism, people are not prioritized as much as profits are, and so you let people die in your hospitals.
Who's letting someone die?
Well,
No, if you go to the emergency room, they're not letting you die, and anyone can go to the emergency room, including
Not
an
every-
illegal immigrant. What are you talking about?
and then they die from medical debt.
No. Have you seen this show? Dude, the bankruptcy laws in this country compared to anywhere else are some of the most lax, liberal, incredible to get out of any bad situation ever.
I don't know about bankruptcy.
You don't know about anything. That's the point. If you don't know about bankruptcy, then don't comment on medical debt. What moral masturbation's next? You know, saying anything for praise online is less impactful to real people than real outcomes. That's what you should take away from anything. And know what the you're talking about. I'm not 100% educated on everything, but at least know something of what you're talking about. Because this was pathetic.
Damn.
I know that people
You
are
know that you had a
suffering.
couple conversations.
Do those people's input not matter?
All that matters is the actual outcome in the end, which you can measure by collecting statistics across the board. The outcomes for any,
What is the average income?
the median income in the United States, I believe, $65,000.
I don't meet that, and so many more people that I've talked to don't.
Well, median means not everyone. Do you know what median is? You
Do
just
know
asked for median.
Yeah, well, I asked for average.
Okay, well, median's more important. Why would you do average? Which is more skewed by wealthy people.
Mhm.
Average is a bad capture.
Well, but average goes to show
You don't make that
everybody.
because you chose your career path. Did you choose your career path? Did you make that choice? Did you choose what to study?
Yes,
Well, that was your fault. What? Why
Yep.
are you blaming America?
for choosing what?
You said you're not the median for the
Right.
income. That was your choice.
Yes. No, my
So
degree
face
is
the
in teachers.
consequences of your choice.
Yeah.
Yup,
Pathetic worm.
I got my
Exactly.
degree in teaching. Yeah.
Yes, you chose that. What's the point you're trying to make then that you
Well,
don't meet
because-
the median? Before we keep going, quick word from today's sponsor. If you run a business, you already know the AI conversation is getting exhausting. Every 5 seconds, it's like,
Use AI or die.
cool. But if your systems are a mess and nothing talks to each other, AI is not saving you. It's just making your chaos faster. And that's why today's video is sponsored by NetSuite. NetSuite is the AI-powered business management suite that securely connects your data in one place. Financials, inventory, commerce, HR, CRM, one source of truth trusted by over 43,000 customers. And NetSuite Next is the next huge leap because AI is built into everything you do. It surfaces custom insights throughout your day. AI agents help
This is-
handle routine
we're
work.
only,
And
like,
if you've
halfway
got a
through.
question, you can just ask like you're talking to a coworker. From software and IT services to healthcare, equipment manufacturing, financial services, and many other great American industries, NetSuite delivers a customized solution for your business. If I were running a 7-figure business, this is absolutely what I'd want. And for the first time ever, you can try NetSuite Next for free. If your revenues are at least in the 7 figures, go to netsuite.ai/hammer, built for every industry, ready for every boardroom. netsuite.ai/hammer. All right, let's get back to the mess. You suck with money, so you download a budgeting app. You start with the classic one, YNAB, but everyone just deletes it because it's way too complicated to use. So you go to Every Dollar. That's Dave Ramsey, the personal finance guy, right? Well, they're gonna force you to use it his way. That's not very personal finances. Rocket Money, they got a lot of commercials, but they're owned by Rocket Mortgage. Guess what they wanna sell you in the end? Then there's the new guy on the block, Monarch. hundreds of millions of dollars of private equity raising so far. But private equity doesn't have the best track record when it comes to private
Thank
data.
you, Dumbin' Sauce.
That's why I like DollarWise. Built by these people just like you, for people just like you. No private equity, no gimmicks, just the best budgeting app there is. Download it now, start the free trial, dollarwise.com, link in the description below.
Well, it's important to know that, like, we're not paying people what they're worth, what their labor's worth. And, you know, we don't see this intrinsic value in people like teachers and
worth, absolutely.
I mean, we literally
yes,
just
we
took
do.
away
In the
the
United
profession from nurses. Nurses are no longer considered professionals.
You're talking about in terms of what they can borrow for student loans? That might be a
No,
good
I'm
thing.
not. I'm just talking about professions and how
Yes,
much
it
they
is.
make and versus like how much time that they put into it.
First of all, I don't think that you're going to hear much complaining in general because nurses get paid incredible.
They work 12-hour days.
Yes, like 4 days a week. Yeah, no, my mom's a nurse. My cousin's a nurse. I have so many nurses in my family. It's still like 40 hours a week.
Are they upset about their profession being undermined?
I think they're happy with making 6 figures.
But that degree is no longer considered
Not
a
everyone
professional
cares about a
degree.
label like you, blue hair. Some people actually care about, again,
Wait, I have blue hair,
outcomes.
though.
Only thing that matters in the end for a worker usually is their paycheck. That's what you're just complaining about. People are not getting paid what they're worth. They're getting paid what they're worth. Nurses, it's one of the best degrees you can get.
I mean, nurses are exhausted, don't you think?
Oh my, what is there not to be a victim or complain about?
Well,
So who's gonna do it then?
how do we get better if we don't recognize what's wrong?
No, what's your proposal if they're tired?
Shorter work hours, shorter work weeks.
You know, we already have a nursing shortage.
For the same pay,
We already have
for better
for
pay.
the same. Who determines? Who gets to choose that?
The workers should get to choose that.
They do, whether or not they accept the job.
They should have a better relationship to their means of production.
Dude, they get to choose what nursing job they apply for. Emergency room, being a teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Showing up to old
Yeah,
people's
but
homes, it's up
They're
to
not
them.
choosing
Thank
to
you,
Nursing is one of the
Oracle.
most flexible
crazy
fields.
hours.
They actually are by choosing to go into nursing when
Thank
you
you,
can see
Oracle.
what kind of
Thank
hours
you.
nurses work. Yes,
But
they are.
We can improve their lives by giving them better rights.
Then they might not get paid as much. They have
No,
rights.
they can still
They have
get
the right
paid
to quit
that.
their job. They have the right to go
The
work whatever they
profit
want.
margins on hospitals are crazy.
And I'm relatively glad as long as like nurses are making good money, and they are.
So long as they should have a say in how much they're working and
They
what
do.
they're working for.
They do by choosing what job they do, by choosing the degree they got. They
No,
have that say. Their
there's a
entire
lot-
life had that say.
But exactly, there's a lot of things that help people inform their choice, right? And sometimes what informs that is where they are. And sometimes they don't have the ability to apply for like a nurse practitioner job in a hospital
mean?
desert.
In a hospital desert, so you know what they do? You know what most people have
They
done?
have to leave.
They leave.
Exactly. And what happens to
That's
that community?
good.
Somebody
No.
says that they could change earlier. Statistically, most women are on the left. Not enough conservative women for all of us. Yeah, you just gotta groom them. You gotta get like a liberal woman that is like reasonable, and then try to find out what she wants, and then groom her basically out of being liberal.
I'm sorry, not everywhere is going to thrive.
No, everyone
Communities
should
got
thrive.
That's
what
not
socialism
possible.
is.
But that
Socialism
didn't
is.
happen in socialism.
But it can.
But it didn't.
But we can't.
Never once through socialism did every community.
Gen Z can be the difference. We already know what it's like to be in incredible amounts of debt and lose the promise of
Mostly
retirement.
student loans,
and
which you can get
lose
on
the
1% of your income. So what are you
promise
talking
of
about?
Housing.
What
Like,
retirement were you lost?
Sorry?
What retirement were you lost as a generation? I'm 1 year from Gen Z, by the way, so I'm pretty much aligned on this, but
What year were you born?
95. 96 is when Gen Z started. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Google's a year older than me.
Is that another award? I don't know what you're trying to get. What retirement did you lose?
Well, Social Security,
You didn't lose Social Security.
but it's shutting down.
No.
You said 2032, didn't you know?
There will be a mandatory 25% cut because the slush fund is gone, which means only the money that can go out is the money coming in. Since we have a decreasing workforce and decreasing birth rate, that's why. It'll still come, you'll still get Social Security. It'll just be from what comes in. And again, it's mostly because we didn't invest it in the market, which the capitalists wanted to do.
But we're letting people go. We're not getting new jobs.
What? We just had record job numbers reported last month.
We also didn't get job numbers for an entire quarter, right?
Okay, what's your point? We just got
Well,
record
that's-
job numbers these these past few
Is that
months have
not
been
worth
great.
noting that we've had
It is.
historic
It is.
no
That
numbers?
sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks. But guess what? This whole year we have. So I'm okay. You're saying we're getting no jobs?
Thank you,
we just have
Von
hundreds of
Thank
houses
you.
created.
We're reducing far more with AI.
Okay. Unemployment rate is steady. New jobs have been created so far. We're not seeing that overall as a statistical thing. You're getting a couple companies here and there, sure.
I've seen it. I've been let go.
Everyone's been let go. That's normal.
But getting rehired, is that normal?
Did you get rehired? Okay, then congratulations, you won. What do you want? What are you arguing for?
Won.
That doesn't sound like you're replaced by AI.
But what I'm saying is that there's not, we're not
Okay,
getting...
so you just said Gen Z has this. Okay, so you said housing.
Gen Z has the ability to, you know...
Because you're losing retirement,
improve
that's not true. Also, just
our relationship
stock
to
market,
means
invest
its
15%, you'll be able to retire multimillionaire. Congratulations, that's pretty easy. We already know you spent 25% on bullshit, so you'll be able to do that. Congratulations, go yourself. What's the other thing? Housing, 25% of Gen Z already owns a home. Cut out your eating out to eat, you'll be able to put a down payment down. Now, honestly, the majority thing, yes, housing costs have gone up. Rent, who cares? You don't need to own a home. No, who cares?
Yes, I mean...
No, you don't.
Why should all of my investments into a place just go to somebody and
Well,
then
don't
I
invest
never
into
have...
someone else's property. That is true. But the thing is, you'll make more money.
But there's not properties available that people can afford, so they have to settle for
Rentals
renting.
is better. No, renting's great. What's wrong with renting? It gives you more flexibility in life.
It gives you flexibility, but your money...
It's basically like the best time to use renting is like early, because then you can take a job in another place, and especially if you're like pretty light on your living situation, you can just immediately be like, there's a better job in this city. You could just pack up all your shit into like one suitcase, get on a plane, and like immediately hop over there and then like rent over there in that area. You're not tied down to like one specific area. Like once you buy a house, it becomes a much more significant pain in the ass to like actually like get up and relocate and stuff like that. So like early game, it could be pretty decent.
You're not...
But honestly, the best strat is to still live with your parents. I think that's the best strat. If there's jobs in the area, or if you can work online, right? Or you can work at home.
Investing at that
No,
point.
that's actually good, because you don't want it in a house, because housing performs much worse against the stock market on average. Put
Do you
that
think
money
most
in the
people
stock
want to
market.
rent?
No, that's what I'm trying to change. The American dream is housing ownership. But me, Ramit, Graham Stephan, I even think the money guys, right, left, wherever you go, Ramit, he's like pretty far left. Everyone agrees renting is better from a financial perspective, because you put the money in the overall marketplace and you will make so much more money than your house ever did.
You think it's better because the landlords are profiting?
Who wants to be a landlord these days? It's a horrible return on investment.
Because it hurts your feelings when people hate landlords?
I've sold mine. I don't care.
You sold your landlord?
My rental properties.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it's a bad return on investment. Why would I care? I don't care.
Well, but what made you want to do it in the first place?
I thought it would be a good return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. Stock market beat it every day.
Was it during COVID?
No. No. I bought my own first personal residence during COVID.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You were making a point.
Well, housing is impossible to come by, and that's why a lot of people rent.
That's not true. But okay. Yeah, no. Again.
No, so here's a little bit of a caveat, right? So like he's saying that it's better to invest in the stock market. The thing with owning a house though, so he said that investing in the stock market is better than owning a house. The thing about owning a house though is it's a lot better for people that have the temptation to not do that, because then you're kind of forced to invest in it, and then that will leave you with something rather than nothing. Whereas like if you are trying to beat like home ownership by investing in the stock market, you will have the temptation to not put the money in.
Cost of housing has substantially gone up. That is true when it comes to buying a house. You don't need to buy a house, but even if you did, how about us
also
actually
that's the other thing too. Yeah, more secure living situation, because they can't kick you out. Yeah,
care about
true.
outcomes, improve zoning laws, environmental laws, so we can build housing and meet market demand like we did in Austin, Texas.
But we were talking about how the nurse has to move to go to find their work if they want to work as a nurse instead of
No, you said Gen Z is going to be the change. We lost our retirement.
So
we lost our housing. That's not
so we
true. All
can
those things are not true.
fix
What else is
the
there?
hospital
What else did you
deserts.
lose? What else are you a victim in? That's not true. You lost your retirement. Not true. You lost your housing. Not true. What else did you lose?
I mean, I was saying that Gen Z could be the change, and we could have
Thank
a
you
better
so much for the
relationship to our
generosity.
means of
Thank you.
production. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't know what fascism is. You don't know anything about the minimum wage. You don't know
Do you know
anything
what
about the
fascism
detention centers
is?
of other countries. Yes. I do know what fascism is. In fact, I was starting to kind of explain it. In fact, it's completely opposite of lowercase l liberalism, which capitalists are. Lowercase l liberalism, normal people on the left, normal people on the right. Trust me, I don't like extreme right, hate extreme left like you as well. Lowercase l liberalism.
Like you as well. Oh my God, bro.
Individual rights. Communism, opposed to it. Fascism, opposed to it. Limited government, opposed to it. It's strong government.
Oh my God, dude. Caleb Hammer is so tribe. Freaking love this dude.
Markets opposed to it.
Peak.
They destroy it. It is central planning. That's fascism. That's socialism. They're much closer. So fascism is closer to socialism 95% compared to capitalism. You know that, right? As an economic and political structure, you know that, right?
There's no people say in fascism. It's the opposition. It's the oppression that's in control.
In every socialist state, we've had free and fair elections. People had to say, where has this ever been proven to work?
In Cuba, they have like
free and fair elections.
Have you ever seen
They
his
have
front page
constant-
video essay on socialism? You know, I haven't. Northwind Traders. Like, do you recommend it? I mean, I guess you are recommending it. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. Thank you.
elections.
Free and fair?
Constant elections.
Free and fair?
For many things.
Free and fair.
Well, does it cost to go to an election?
Fair elections? Oh, good death. Oh. Yeah, you didn't see people flee the United States on boats to get to Cuba, by the way. Socialism, fascism, both anti-capitalism, both anti-free market, state-controlled. What's different is in socialism, they at least pretend to care about everyone equally. In fascism, they'll kind of put away the people that aren't providing as much. That's the difference. That's usually the difference. There's
And you like the putting people
No,
away.
I don't like fascism. I like capitalism. I like
That's what you
lowercase
said.
l
It's
liberalism.
when they put them away.
Oh my goodness, she can't listen. She's actually the dumbest person I've ever had. They're both one-party states. They're not free. There's no free and fair election. So I mean, we were looking this up. So what there is in Kansas does not have state-operated supermarkets at all, but they have several small rural towns that operate municipal-owned grocery stores, funded by like property taxes and whatnot, but no state-owned. The place you went, the place you talked about, you don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, you're pathetic. You're a bad activist. At least know something. At least know something. This is really bad.
I mean, what's the
You're
difference?
just obsessed with symbolic wins of what you say. That's all you care about.
Many
I care
such
about improving
cases.
people's lives.
But you actually don't, because what improved people's lives is the
capitalism
outcomes.
isn't improving people's
It
lives.
actually has improved everyone's lives dramatically in the world. On a statistical basis in every way.
It improves the lives of the bourgeois.
Only?
Hmm.
Okay.
The working class is meant to suffer.
He just looks off to the side. He's like looking for help. He's like, help, please, someone. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. All right.
Under capitalism. We don't have to be desperate, you know? Like, we have it in our human nature to help one another.
I don't know why I allowed myself to go down that rabbit hole, but I'll let her.
Bro, like if we just like hold hands, like everyone be like super chill, bro.
Have the finishing point there.
Kumbaya, bro.
Well done. You got your Reddit award. I'm so proud of you. So good.
I wash my
wanna
hands.
help
Yeah, they're
people.
still wet.
Sorry, them. Okay. No,
Listen,
you
you got-
actually don't, though.
I do.
Because you don't care about outcomes or whatever. Okay.
I do.
I've already proven that because she knows nothing about the minimum wage or literally any policy she talked about. She actually doesn't. She wasn't able to speak on one thing or any comparable country or economy whatsoever. I actually am trying. I'm not making a joke. Bad words. I'm a flubber. But if you actually cared, you would be informed on literally anything more than just talking points and virtue signaling. But your job, what do you get paid?
60. And I just got a raise.
Just said you didn't make the median. You're like 5,000 off. And you're 25. You know the median usually isn't hit until like 40s. You're doing better than the median your age. Oh,
How
you're
is the median my
pathetic.
age able to get a house if
You're
they're making less?
Pathetic. You might not be able
Owning a
to at 25,
house.
and you're not a victim for not
Well, you
being able to
just
get a house
said-
at 25.
You just said people my age own houses.
Yes,
How are they
25%.
doing that if they're making less?
I actually don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, so you don't know anything.
What, because of one question you asked me? I'm sure it's a mixture of inheritance. I'm sure it's a mixture of investing. I'm sure it's a mixture of
bourgeois.
Investing through they made the choice. You could have invested. You could have saved.
I am investing.
From 21 to 25, you could have enough for a 5% down payment. FHA, yes, you could. Absolutely. I know for a fact you could. At $60,000 a year, yes. In South Dakota, yes, I know for a fact.
I just got that.
What were you doing before?
50.
Okay, you could have in South Dakota. You'd have been fine.
And I haven't always lived in South Dakota.
Okay, where were you?
I was in Maryland.
Maryland may have been a little harder. There are higher cost of living areas. Again, that's zoning problems, not an actual wage problem. Complain about those policies. So you do well for your age. Yeah, you're a victim, of course. What hits your account on a per paycheck basis?
So this is like kind of, I'm glad that we're finally getting into finances.
Yeah, me too.
So
because you couldn't talk about anything properly.
I was in sort of like a perfect storm financially, because a lot of things happened in the same like 6-week span.
What, something George Floyd or something like that?
No.
Surprised. Okay.
Yeah, I got let go from my job. And then 2 weeks later, they realized they wanted me back.
Okay, sounds like you're very privileged.
Or I'm just an asset, and they didn't view me as an asset when they were trying to cut everybody.
Yeah, of course, you can never recognize your own privilege. People like you. Yeah, go on. You guys are a walking stereotype. It's hilarious. You're perfect. You were born out of the egg of the far leftist extremist. You're incredible. Continue. You're incredible. I love you. I love you. You're my favorite person ever. You
hated me a second ago.
I don't hate you. You're just one of the most people I've ever met in my life, and it's incredible. So I want you to continue. So I can continue laughing, please.
So they ended up giving me my job back because they were finally willing to meet my demands. So now I make 60. I went from 50 to 60, and they wanted me to move, and I was able to maintain being remote. But they promised severance, and I had planned some of my finances around said severance. And so then when they hired me back, I didn't get severance. So that really, planning to have a good chunk of money come in and then not seeing that money come in at all, but for the sake of maintaining a wage.
So of the now 28% of Gen Z that owns a home, 33% of them said they would not be able to get it if they didn't get help. Meaning that, what's the additional percentage in my 37% or 67%? Did I do that right? Percent said they could do it without any additional help, that they got it. So there you go. I answered your question.
Well, help like from the bank? Because obviously
no, help from someone else in their personal life.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And 20% was through selling their stock investments. That's what I recommended for you. 18% lived with their family to save up a large down payment. Worked a second job, 17.6%. Crypto, which is more even investing, is 12.7%. Pulled from retirement early, which you can do, 12.3%. Wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. Nonprofit assistance, also capitalism, by the way, 11.2%. Government assistance, right up your alley, 8%. So yeah, you can actually do it. Percent using first-time home buyers, 26.
Yeah. When I had
FHA 28
with my bank.
You know, FHA is like 1.5%, so you'd be perfectly fine. You'd be fine. You're just a child. So what hits your account on a monthly basis again, please? I need that.
I moved from being bi-weekly to weekly, so I get paid $800 a week.
Okay. You're like terminally online, aren't you?
I'm an archivist, so
What's that?
I go and film history as it's happening.
What?
Okay. I thought there's like a streamer or something that you're like a big.
A streamer that what?
Like you were like dick sucking for, essentially. I forgot, but maybe not.
There's a few content creators who I'm pretty close with or that I have interviewed before.
Oh, who?
So I've interviewed Medea Benjamin and
Nope.
Amy Goodman.
Nope.
And Sam Piker.
Oh, I know him. Oh, I'm getting canceled. Okay.
I hope he sees this. I hope he can help me out in terms of like properly addressing and socialism.
He's definitely more terminally online than I am, for sure. We can do, he can react to this, then Destiny can react to his reaction, and then Asmon can react to his reaction, react to his reaction.
I'm reacting
and maybe
to
I'll
it
react
right
to the
now.
reaction of the reaction of the reaction of the reaction. So you're friends with him?
No, I've interviewed him actually a couple of times.
If someone came on that was as far right as you are left, I would also shit down their throat. There was that election denier bullshit dumbass woman. I was shitting down her throat the entire time. Now, for what she was talking about, I wasn't as informed on because I didn't care about those issues as much. I'm much more economically driven, and you talked more economic things, so I was much more willing to talk. But I shut down the far right. I just hate extremism like you guys. You guys are weird.
Yeah, dude, I totally
you're an
agree.
extremist.
I'm open to new solutions that haven't been seen before.
But yet you weren't open to any statistic that I brought up. So that's the thing. I just hate extremists like you. But I mean,
Same.
I don't have anything against Hassan. I might just disagree with him politically. I know I disagree with Asmon Gold on some political things as well, but I had a friendly conversation with him, and that's okay.
You've met Asmon?
Yeah, well, he's local.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I didn't know he left his house.
And I would meet, I think it was the first time in a decade. I'd meet, Destiny was supposed to fly here, and I think his flight got canceled once. I'd meet Hassan as well. I'll meet anyone.
Yeah, including pedophiles. You made that clear.
Well, President of the United States specifically, but I don't think you're a bad person. But I know people like you, the moment that someone is like 10% left of center, disagrees with you on one thing, they become a fascist. And you couldn't even describe fascism. That's the kind of worldview I hate. People that disown people, people that can't even get on with someone that disagrees with 5%, that's toxic and bad.
Like
That's
I said,
bad.
I totally agree with this guy.
Parents
man.
are not
Legit.
in my adult life, but they were very present and like impactful for my young life. I used to be a conservative. Like
What?
I someday will apologize to my classmates because
Dude, you were a kid. Who cares what you believed as a kid? It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
well, but that's
no
the
one
thing.
knows what the they're talking about.
I've spent as much time as I will with them as a kid and as an adult. I've actually completed
What are they
that
gonna
as
think
well.
when they watch this? It's interesting.
They know how to come back
I
in
don't
my
dislike
life.
people. I don't dislike people because of political positions. That's what extremists do, and unfortunately, that's you. So I don't dislike Hassan. I don't dislike Asmon Gold. I don't dislike Destiny. I don't dislike any of those people. I don't dislike you. But it's sad that you dislike people because they disagree with you politically. It's really toxic.
Oh, well, I actually do dislike people that it depends. Like if they're like you know the people that are like, oh, you know, anyone that voted for Trump should die. Yeah, I dislike those people. I dislike them a lot.
Freaking disgusting. 0 to
I'm
10.
always interested in
disgusting.
changing those minds. You
So
know,
what? You weren't able to speak on anything other than buzzwords.
well, but I'm willing to have those conversations with people.
Can you be more informed next time?
Yes.
I just
You know,
like
it's
commies
important
a
to look
lot. I
things
just
up.
like commies a lot because they're very entitled and it's really annoying. So I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't like commies. Actually, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't like commies at all.
Up, right?
Yes.
And read.
Yes.
Love reading. It's a good time.
I'm not a theoryist. I know there are people that do a lot more
Well,
theory
economic
than me.
theory is important. It's not,
Yeah.
you should probably get into it sometime. No one agrees
This
with
is
you.
the reason I don't like commies is because they're incredibly entitled and they believe that they deserve what you have, regardless of how you obtained it. They don't care. They're entirely driven from envy. And it's toxic and it's awful.
Well, I mean, people can agree with that. Free is awesome. It's awesome.
How is free?
Well, I mean, I've been able to. The only reason my finances aren't any worse is because people are kind enough to help me out.
You spend 25% on bullshit. You make $60,000 a year. If you're getting help from people, you're pathetic.
Is this the? Can I look at the graph? Well, you can go through it.
I will. What do you think your financial score is 0 to 10?
My financial score 0 to 10. Like
Is that complicated?
Well, but I thought you were talking
Sorry.
about.
0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Okay. 7. Like I think I can recover.
But that's where you think you are today, not where you're going. Where do you think you are today?
Okay, 6.
Okay, great. If you want your financial score, your Hammer financial score, get that score for free at calebhammer.com. Just takes a few minutes to see where you stand in the world of money. You can see where you're doing poorly, where you're doing great, what you need to do to get better. And if you don't want to be like a guest who ends up on the show where you're bad with finances, make sure to download the DollarWise budgeting app. You'd actually know your percentages yourself off the top of your head, which is very nice.
I thought you were asking credit score.
I said financial score 0 to 10.
Well, finance, credit score, they both.
Okay, download DollarWise, get the free trial, sign up for the annual version if you want to save almost 50%. That's what most people do. I will personally send you my 30-day meal plan. You'll get your ass back in that kitchen. Am I right? Your
ass back in the kitchen. Oh my God.
Person, I'm sorry. that was bad. Wait, what do I call you then? Like, not pronoun level. Like, I wanted to call you a lady. What do I call you?
Oh, well, you can call me by my name.
Well, but it's a fake name. Okay, Doomsday.
Yes.
Stop bleeding out money making minimum payments across multiple high-interest accounts. Most Americans are spending hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars that could be going toward actually paying down debt instead of lining some
guys,
banks'
thank you
pockets.
so much. Thank you so
And
much.
look,
Hold on.
if you're sitting on high-interest credit card debt, a car loan at 18%, or, oh my goodness, a payday loan charging you triple-digit interest rates, you need to hear this. If you've already cut up the cards and built better financial habits, but you're still drowning in interest payments, barely making progress, this is for you. I have opened my very own marketplace, a personal loan marketplace that lets you get personalized offers from multiple lenders in one place. You can see if you pre-qualify in minutes and it won't impact your credit score. But here's the deal. This isn't a magic bullet. If you refinance your debt but keep swiping, you're just making the problem worse. You still need to fix the behavior that screwed you in the first place. But if you're serious about getting out of debt faster, you could potentially lower your monthly payment by securing a single payment at a much better rate. Check out the link in the description below to see your personalized offers, or go to calebhammer.com. And remember, you still gotta do the work. Starbucks is bullshit and a waste of money, and you already know that by making your coffee at home and investing the rest. So now you need to do that with your energy drink as well. Make gamer subs at home for just 40 cents a serving. And honestly, it literally tastes better. And we proved this accidentally via a blind taste test in our Hammer Elite show, Fat and Fatter.
The #1 ranked energy drink is Gamer Subs.
Literally, the cherry flavor is insane.
Listen, you can also get free samples to see if you like it, or 10% off your order at gamersubs.gg. Or click that link in the description below. Type in code Caleb. Okay, yeah, get your ass back in the kitchen. Make some food. Use the cookbook.
Are you kidding?
No.
I'm allergic to kitchens.
Well, I assume you have no agency or accountability whatsoever.
I have lots of agency.
Oh, but you can't cook for yourself?
I choose not to cook for myself.
Why?
I'm not a good cook.
That's pretty easy. I just fixed it. Meal plan and a cookbook. Digital version. So then what's the excuse once I've given you the recipes?
It's not the recipes, though. It's the skill that comes with it.
Turning on a skillet? You want a crock pot? Air fryer? Pretty damn easy.
Yeah.
Not a space for me.
What? Make that make sense to me.
Lots of people like to cook.
Learn. Take the time.
I can learn.
How do you eat?
I get fed.
Make that make sense. I
That's
need
the
a little more information.
25%.
So you eat out
Yes.
for every meal. And you're the one complaining about not being able to get a house.
Not for every meal.
Okay, you know it has a dramatic markup going out to eat. And then delivery on top of that is an additional 90%.
It's actually funny that you talk about that, because like I can tell you how much like I pay for a meal.
How much?
Like $20.
What the f? That would be like $3.
You know, you can buy a whole pork shoulder for $20. You can buy a whole pork shoulder for $20 and make like 10 pounds of pulled pork. Yeah. What the fuck?
On my meal plan. So I think it's your fault for not being able to accomplish the financial goals that you're complaining that you can't do. Not society's.
Well, am I not allowed to spend $20 a day?
You do one meal a day?
That's too much for one person? Oh my God, listen, you put it in a Tupperware and you put it in the fridge and then you eat it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's still more expensive. You can, but if you're
Or you
choosing that,
freeze
then you're
it.
choosing.
Well, can I spend on anything else?
Why don't you save it?
If you don't
listen,
understand
you
eating
can't
out is supposed to
complain
be
that you
treat-
can't save
Yes,
for
it
anything if you're
is.
choosing not to.
Well,
It's fine if
Well, no, okay, so there are ways that you can eat out every day and have it. And okay, so the only time that eating out makes sense in terms of like, even then, it's not even really. You're still spending a lot of money. Like, to be honest, oh my god, there's only like very few cases in which it would make sense, and like, it's a very specific case. Okay, this is a specific case in like where it actually saves you money for eating out. You eat mostly fast food, which honestly can be fine as long as like you know what to get. It's not really like, dude, if you look at the nutrition of fast food, it's actually not that bad. Like, it's not like that much worse than like eating out anywhere else. It's really not. It just depends how much you eat of a thing, right? But anyway, so the only time it makes sense is if you're solo, like you're just one person and you're eating it like you're budgeting. Like when you don't go to like McDonald's and get like the best fucking thing on the menu. Like you get like the value items and stuff like that. Then it could make sense. If you're also using the app, you're stacking coupons, and then you you also have to be in a position in which cooking, the amount of time that you're spending cooking actually interferes with like your development of other skills and other financial benefits. Does that make sense? So like, it's a very, very specific person that like eating out is not that bad. And that is a person in which the trajectory of like what they're doing and how I say it, the value, like how valuable their time is makes it worth it to eat out. That's the only time it's worth it, basically.
you don't want to. If you would rather go out to eat, that's fine. But then don't complain that you didn't get to save for retirement, that you didn't get to save for a house. You made that choice, and that's okay, but own it.
I'm just pointing out that like there's a paycheck is supposed to afford me certain affordances like food.
You
and
make
such.
60, you're perfectly fine.
Right.
But no, you're
So-
not entitled to going out to eat.
Well, how much can I spend on a day?
Going out?
Well, am I
What's your
supposed-
goals?
Well,
You can spend all of it, but you might not hit your goals.
right.
But then don't complain that you can't retire or can't get a house. That was your choice you made. That's not socialism, capitalism. That's you.
But if the government provided those things, that'd be
Why should they? Because you have no agency.
well. The government
You have no
should
discipline. Why should they?
because there's an intrinsic value to.
Why
building
should
your
it be my
community.
responsibility to take care of you since you decided not to take care of yourself when you make good money? In what way is that fair?
How is it fair for people to lose their everything?
We're talking about
for-
you, not other people right now. We're on
Sorry.
the you part of this.
Yeah,
Why should I have to take care of you when you make $60,000 a year and you choose to blow it all?
I don't choose to blow it all,
Well,
but
you
I
just
do.
said you do.
I do spend some money on eating. Yes.
Yes, and if instead you put that in a low-cost index fund, you let it go to retirement, you had a chance to retire, but you're not doing that. Instead, you choose to go out to eat. Why is it my fault for not funding your retirement?
I am funding my retirement.
Okay, what if it's not enough and you could put more and you need to put more? Why should I have to get you a house when you chose not to save up and you chose to go out to eat?
Well,
Why should it be on me is the question I asked. If you
Right.
chose to go out to eat and blow your money,
it's
why should it be on me?
because there's an intrinsic value to
This is fucking commies right here. This is why I hate commies. This is literally why I hate them, because they want to make bad decisions, fuck up their lives, and then make you pay for it. Like I hate these people.
building up your community.
You're not in my community.
Well, then how are you paying for it?
Well, I assume you would want it to be collected federally and redistributed to you, even though I already pay a higher percentage compared to you dramatically.
Well, yeah, I think that
Question, what percent does the top 1% pay in federal income taxes?
none.
I think it's about 40 to 50%. No, I believe it's about 35%. Then the top 10% pays 50 to 60%. Top 50% pays 99%. The bottom 50% of earners only pay 1%. Did you know we actually have the most progressive income tax system in the entire Western world? Did you know that?
I did not.
Oh, we do. Of course you didn't know that. Why know anything before having an opinion? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Communism.
You're probably
Commie.
a raised taxes person, aren't you? But you didn't even know that we have the most progressive income tax in the entire Western world. You think?
I know that.
You think the top 1% pays 0%? Okay, but that's actually just not true according to IRS data.
I mean, comparatively.
No, that is the percentages. Compared to what? Compared to the bottom 50%? No, compared to the bottom 50%, bottom 50% only pays 1%.
It's a lot more than what?
Then they should?
Yes.
The bottom 50% shouldn't pay 1%?
It's something like.
That's interesting you say that, because you know the social programs that you love and you beg for that the entire European Union does, you know how they pay for it? They pay for it with a VAT tax. You know what a VAT tax is?
What's a VAT?
Oh, wow. So you don't even know how they pay for the social
Jeez.
programs that you're begging for.
Well, but
That's
through taxes.
But what's a VAT tax?
That
Another
that
This
that
is
tax is
pathetic.
tax like
It's a national
taxes,
sales tax.
it
So
taxes basically the
overall,
everyday
that
person
is
a lot more.
less progressive tax than we have anywhere here. So the poorest people over in Europe have to pay a flat sales tax
Yeah,
to
exactly.
pay for the social programs that they benefit. They pay a higher percentage of their income to taxes as a national base to get those percentages. Where you
By
say,
the way, VAT tax is why we don't sell to Europe. By the way, if you're wondering, like if you were looking at the Angel Sword store and the reason like we don't ship to Europe, like normally, like you have to go through like a. Basically, if you want to order something from the Angel Sword store, you have to like message us, and then we have to set you up on Etsy, and then like you do like this weird fucking shit. It's because of that. That's why. It's not because we hate you. It's because your country sucks ass.
the bottom 50% shouldn't even pay 1%? No, if we were going to mimic their systems over there, they would be paying much larger than 1%. You don't know what the you're talking about. Pathetic.
What am I talking about?
You just said the bottom 50% should pay less than 1%.
I said that they are.
What?
I said that the billionaires are not paying their fair share.
How do you define fair share?
It should be relative to what they make.
Trust me, on what they make, income-wise, they are paying their 40%.
Well, but if they're saying that they only made 70,000 that year,
You're talking about their business? That's not what they make. That's
See, this is another reason that commies are stupid. They don't understand how business works. They don't understand. Okay, they don't. This is what they don't understand. Like, let me explain to you like the thing that they're confused about. Okay, it's very very simple. Say that Leaflit wants to sell hot dogs, right? And I want to sell a hot dog for like say $1.50, right? But say that the hot dog costs $1.40 to make. Am I making $1.50 from selling the hot dog? How much am I making from selling the hot dog? If it costs me $1.40 to hire all the people, run the cart, buy the hot dogs, buy the buns, buy the condiments that people are going to use, I make 10 cents, right? To them, I'm making $1.50. That's how fucking retarded they are. That's what I mean. To them, they think I'm making $1.50, but no, it's because I had to pay that. It's the cost of business. I make 10 cents off of the hot dog. Yeah, that's how fucking stupid they are. They don't understand that, like, so they always say like, oh, you know, the rich people aren't paying their taxes. Yeah, because they're, okay, so let me explain like the second one. This is like the level 2. This is how they get confused like even more, okay? Say I sell a bunch of hot dogs, right? I'm not going to say like an amount. It doesn't really matter. But like, say like say I made $1,000, okay? So I've been selling the hot dogs for a 10-cent profit per hot dog, right? So I sell them for $1.50. They cost me $1.40, but I sold enough hot dogs that I made $1,000 of profit. Okay. Now what happens if I say, you know, I really would like to pocket that $1,000, but you know what? I think it would be better for me to upgrade my hot dog stand so that I can make more hot dogs. Because the demand for my hot dogs is very, very high. So like, let me like buy like a better cart that is bigger and it's going to cost me $1,000. Then I buy the cart for $1,000. How much money did I make? Total. $0. Exactly, idiot in the room. $0, right? So what happens is they're like, well, you made $1,000, but I invested that further in the company to like grow the company. That's exactly what is happening in business. Is these business people, they make money, not really, and then they say, you know, well, I made like 10 you know, our company made $100 million, but you know what? Let's buy another warehouse. Let's buy another store. Let's hire more people for those stores, and then let's spend some money in technology in order to develop better products, then you make zero because you're hoping that the investment of that $100,000 will make you more next year. And then they look at that and they say, "Oh, you know, they made $100 million, and then they're just not paying their taxes." It's like, no, you fucking moron. Do you not understand how business works? And guys, I swear to you, almost all of the commies actually think this. Like, they're almost all like, they don't understand this. And you want to know why? Because they've never created business and they've never created value for fucking anybody. That's why. They haven't hired shit. They haven't developed anything new. They haven't fucking done anything. All they do is they sit around and they fucking cry. They cry constantly and they bitch 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 about how they deserve more, but then they do nothing. And then they spend $20 a meal eating out, getting shit delivered, $30 a meal, getting shit by DoorDash, and then they buy fucking whatever the hell they buy, new clothes. They spend it going out on trips. You know, oh, you know, I really want to find myself in South America. Then they buy a fucking trip to go get their hands bitten by fucking ants and do ayahuasca, and then they complain about it. This is why they're so annoying. They're so fucking annoying. They're like they're like, it's like having like ticks all over your body. That's what it's like living with communists. It's like you just have ticks all over.
Business, and that's relatively fair if they're employing and investing a lot in R&D and new technology. You know, we have that tax structure for a reason, so people are investing in the United States economy, so they're building more products, so they're employing more people, which actually contributes more to the tax base overall in the end, because when they employ more people, that creates payroll taxes on both ends, and it actually creates more income tax on the people making over six figures.
Ticks are blind, yellow
it actually
sword,
provides
these people.
more money overall, because if you collect all the money from all the billionaires in the world, we'd be able to fund our federal...
And to make it like even more, sorry, I'm ranting, but to make it even more annoying, then they come down and then they tell you what you should be spending your money on, right? Like, they fucking do this shit. They do this shit. They cry and they bitch, and then they tell you, actually, you should be spending your money on illegals. That's what they say. Oh yeah, you know, actually, don't you have a heart? Don't you have a heart like me? Like, I'm just such a nice person. I'm such a nice person. I care so much about poor people, and you don't. So we need to give more money to poor people. You mean like the money that you're not fucking making? You mean that money?
Budget by what? 50, I think a half a year? So we create more taxes by creating those tax structures and employing more people.
Mm-hmm.
So when
or unionize the top 10 ones.
Okay, you just come in with a talking point. It's just like, what the what the was that? Nothing to do with the point I said. Anything there? Any rebuttal? What's the fair share then? So you think when, okay, so my business, let's say I bring in $1 million this year and I spend $900,000. You think I should pay taxes on the total $1 million, not the profit of 100,000?
This is literally what I was talking about. Yes. Thank you, Caleb. Explain it to her.
You know, that's the argument you're making, right? I should pay taxes on the total million, but not the $100,000 profit, even though I chose to invest $900,000 creating jobs? Because that's the argument you made. You think that should be the case?
I think that we should reinvest into
So you can't answer the question. You can't answer the question because that's what you're advocating for.
I'm advocating for the top 10 corporations to be unionized.
You were just talking about paying their fair share, not unionization.
Well, do you want to know? You want my this is my biggest commie impression right here, guys. Watch this. This is literally commies right here. They say, I'm so sad. I'm so sad, and I'm so sad, and I'm so unprivileged. Give me your money. Give me your money, because I deserve things, and I don't have them, and you should pay for what I like. Actually, you know what? We should give it to some poor people so I can feel better about myself.
Topic. Learn how to stay on topic real quick.
But
no. Learn how to stay on topic. I'm talking about the
You're talking about taxes, yeah.
Because you said it. You brought it up. You said they're not paying their fair share. Okay, so how are they not paying their fair share then? I'll let you answer again now that we just went down that and you were...
On average, working class.
But the gun is the government, if you were wondering. If you're thinking I was being... The gun I'm holding is not real. It's not real. The gun is not real, obviously. I'm an anime girl, and the gun that I'm holding is obviously anime, and you're a fucking idiot if you think that it's real. But anyway, so, what was I gonna say? I totally lost my... I don't remember.
Pays more in taxes.
No. I've already disproven that with the IRS statistics in terms of income tax.
Yes, sorry, right. The government is the gun, right? So I'm not even being like, it's not even hyperbolic to have the gun in the fake gun in that case, because it's actually real, because they use the government, which uses guns, to take your money. How the fuck do you think they take your money? They say, you're gonna pay taxes so we can give it to these other people. And then you're like, well, I don't want to give it to these other people. They're like, okay, well, we're taking you to jail with our guns. So it's literally the same thing.
They don't pay their fair share. Yeah, let's just stick to that talking point and move on. She doesn't even know the percentage breakdown of who pays what. Go f yourself. So let's look at your documents.
True.
Costco card, what's going on?
It's the highest card that I have. Highest
Why?
level.
You make good money. Why?
I've been paying a lot of mechanic bills. I put a lot of bills on.
By the way, guys, I'm not even a Republican. I just believe in lowercase L liberalism and sound capitalism and markets.
The fact that he has to clarify that is hilarious. This happens so much with like kind of classical liberal people. It's like they have to always apologize like this because their side is really crazy. You know, the Democrats are really fucking crazy, and if you say anything sane, it just makes you alt-right.
I believe in unions.
Okay,
Strong unions.
There are lowercase L people that believe in unions. No, you believe in a lot more than that, and you can't back anything up. What the fuck, dude? But what I was trying to say is she's making me seem like the most rude Republican in the world. And she's just a far extremist to the left, which is fucking crazy. But whatever, they'll call me a fascist for this. That's how it goes.
Just might as well just embrace it at this point.
I think you're a centrist.
Actually, centrist? Well, thank you for acknowledging that. I appreciate that, because that is true. I go against right-wing positions all the time as well.
Same.
Okay, so $10,856.55. Yeah, I mean, you're spending a shit ton of money on this.
Mostly repairs for my car / house.
Do you own a house?
/ car.
What does that mean? You live in your car?
Yes.
Is it here?
No.
Oh, why?
Because it's getting repairs still.
Then why do you live in something that is an appreciating asset that requires so much repairs instead of renting and letting the landlord take care of it?
Because it wasn't always, degrading in quality, but also...
You got an appreciating asset. You got something on wheels. It's going to degrade in quality. And a landlord don't own it, so they're not going to fix it. This is, again, a choice and a consequence of your choices.
Yeah, it was my choice to be in control of my output as a person. Yeah.
You have that choice every day with what you do.
Well, this was me buying something.
You making your choice resulted in high credit cards. Not a good choice.
This is me avoiding rent payments,
That would be better, though. It would likely be less, and you wouldn't have maxed out credit cards for it with your income, especially.
But you can't move your rent.
No, you can break your lease, and sometimes that's not absolutely perfect, but then you're in it for a year.
I don't pay rent, and I don't pay a car payment, and I don't pay insurance for a house because I don't have a house.
You have car insurance.
I have car insurance. I paid that once.
Well, you have to pay it again.
No, I did a yearly.
So you have to pay it again.
Next year.
Yes. You can do that with home insurance, too. And renter's insurance.
To qualify for
you can do that with property
house.
taxes.
Dude, Caleb is so done, dude. This guy is so done.
Dude, you're so fucking stupid. This isn't all car shit.
It is.
What's Plaza of the something?
What was the charge?
There's 3 in a row. 609, 1216, 17 something.
Likely gas.
No.
Or
There were 3 in the same day. What was it?
what day?
The 25th of April.
I think that's like a gas station.
What were you doing? 3 purchases. You're going in and getting some bullshit. See, that's your choice again. You're not required to do that to survive.
But
Here, I saved your life. No more energy drinks from the gas station. Make them with Gamer Subs. They're delicious. Yum, yum, yum. 40 cents a serving with my discount code at Gamer Subs. Link in the description below. Get your free samples. Figure out what flavor you like. Then get that tub and it's 40 cents a serving with my 10% discount code. Why are you going in and getting some bullshit?
so gas stations also have like camper hookups so that I can empty my waste. They
Yeah, why are
also
you going
have
inside and getting some
oil.
bullshit?
They also have
Sure, why are you going
antifreeze.
inside and getting some bullshit? Come on, because you did it the next day too. You got some gas from Phillips, but then you went inside and got some bullshit. You did that constantly, and
How
it makes
is this
sense because you're living on the road.
possible?
You're living an expensive lifestyle. And then, well, it's probably when it was
How- wait,
broken.
hold on,
Lift.
How is this possible with, like, what the fuck? How is she living like this? With like almost 60,000? What the fuck?
Lift.
Oh, I'm sorry. These
I accept your apology.
I have, so my company makes me expense everything. So it's a lot of expenses for work. I don't take lifts personally. Those are work lifts.
Okay, so just the lifts. Then there's the Hilton Cafe. AutoZone, that one's actually fair for your
Hilton
situation.
Cafe is also work.
Okay, probably
So-
the airport as well, right? McDonald's, probably not. Go yourself. Went inside, got some bullshit. Parking. Might be work.
fuck is
Empty. Maze
Leaflit?
certainly ain't.
What is?
Empty maze. Going to a restaurant, it looks like. You went inside, you got some bullshit again. Sweet teas. Went inside, got some bullshit, and went inside, got some bullshit. You're getting some bullshit. This is why you're so fixated on the minimum wage bags of chips. Yeah. Because you go inside and get some bullshit all the time.
I'm feeding myself.
Buddy, if you're going to go remote, drive, vroom around, get a hot plate. You have to be able to make willing sacrifices, or I'm not going to feel sympathetic for anything. If you make
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
sacrifices in the world and then you can't survive, that's when I'm sympathetic and I want us to step in with social programs, food stamps, all that good stuff, okay? Even you.
Totally agree, by the way, with this. Like if well, the thing is, okay, so not really. I mean, I agree with it somewhat, like about half. And the reason why is because I think that social programs are best at the community level. From a willing point of view. So like churches, food drives, things like that, like volunteer things. I don't really believe in like taking it and forcing other people to take a part of it.
FBI maybe, who knows? But guess what? Not if you are choosing to live like this. That is your choice
And
you
see,
made.
the thing is, see, here's the thing though, is that when you take it away from the government and you give it, you put it into the hands of the community, it makes people feel bad about taking from the community. Because the government, you're like, kind of, I just deserve it, right? But then when it's from other people, you can see where it's coming from. You can see the faces who are giving you the thing, right? So that's why I really believe it's better community-wise. And also the community can kind of police themselves, right? Like if there's a person that's abusing the systems, the community, it's up to the community to police that. Whereas with the government, there's nothing you can do about it. Again, the government uses guns.
Shouldn't be on us to save you then. Learn, fail, pick yourself back up. Be an adult.
These are like $4 charges.
And they all add up. Death of 1,000 cuts, lady.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking at $5, $6.
Adds up. You went inside, got some bullshit. Tello USA, Netflix, go f yourself. It's not even good shit. YouTube,
Tello's my
baby.
phone.
Let's go. Okay, Tello's good. It's about as much as helium. I like helium. $15 a line, so that's good. You got something like that. You went inside, got some bullshit, and Google One. That's fine. That makes sense. Kind of have to have that these days. Interest, fees, interest, fees, flex fees,
Jesus.
bullshit. It's bullshit. You have a lot of flex fees on something, toothman and showers.
Yeah, so
Titan fuel tanks. This is your choice to pump this money into this vehicle.
because it's my house.
So what is it? What do you live in?
An
Trailer?
ambulance.
An ambulance. What is wrong with you? That shit must stink.
No.
I wish it was here. I'd love to see it.
But she bought like an ambulance and is living out the back of that. What the fuck?
I can show you videos. I'll give you the MTV tour.
Okay, let's see. Lots of interest, lots of fees, lots of stupid behavior. No shit. It's at $11,000 with a $619 a month.
No, but like what I don't understand is like how how is she?
But you have to look at the Titan and the
that you chose to do for your lifestyle.
for my house.
Yeah, but you're putting it on a credit card that is accruing interest and plan fees.
But
you have chose this.
I thought that I was getting that severance. That severance was the cost of those repairs.
Okay, and then you chose to get your job back. Like, okay,
I
you
didn't
did that.
choose to lose my job.
You chose to get your job back and go back and negate your severance, though. Which, by the way, makes more money over the long term anyway, so you should be able to make it work, but you didn't. You put it on there. What should I have done? I'll get you an accounting certification through Course Careers, and maybe you can learn. A lot of people out there have converted them into six-figure jobs, okay? You're making the choices. You got laid off and you chose to go take a little trip to Japan. I don't think you went, but you made that choice. You do those choices. You got laid off and you're going to go take a trip to Japan. You are making the life choices. You're not a victim. Show me. It might be cool. I might actually like it. Doesn't mean you can afford it, okay?
Wait, really? 7 tree traps? Holy fuck.
I know how to make a phone work.
Well, maybe you don't like Android. There you go. Here it is, double back doors. We got a side door, but I'll take you through the cabin here.
You have a stove. Cook. You have a stove and an oven. Cook. That toilet shower situation is weird. You must have a fucking nasty. Okay, this personal loan.
Yep.
Is $10,937.14. So what's this personal loan for again?
Ambulance. Wambo.
Okay, so again, you chose to take this out. This could be a year's worth of rent. And it's at a high 15.49% interest rate. This was your choice. I can't be sympathetic. It's pathetic. Oh, okay. Amtrak?
Yep. The train.
No, I know. Trains. I like trains. I am very pro high-speed rail, by the way.
I love that.
California is a complete failure.
It is.
And proves that we cannot do it. And most of those...
do it.
Well, no, they have proven they can't. You know who proved they can? Brightline, Florida, private.
I raise you the RTD, Denver. And it's free 2 months a year.
Wow, 2 months a year.
Yeah.
They call it... What percentage of people... What's its ridership percentage?
I don't know.
Okay, come on. Then you can't raise that as a point.
Why not? Is it not important to point out that it's free 2 months a year? The most profitable time of year as well?
Okay, the Miami one's free as well, all year. So like
It
what?
is?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I've never been to Florida.
It's also good to collect fares. They do that in every successful, actually public transportation system in the world. It prevents antisocial behavior on public transportation, and it increases ridership and maintenance and funding.
Oh my God.
Fares are good. Low fares. Free is not good. It's
Totally
never been
agree.
proven to work and benefit a system once.
Working really well in Denver.
Is it? What's its percent viewer ridership? Let's see.
It's so big that they're actually expanding to bigger, include more cities in the northern Colorado area. They've been working on that part for like a couple of years now.
Great. Okay, well, you don't owe anything on this, so I don't really care. This is your annual fee, whatever. I mean, Amtrak kind of sucks.
Oh, well, the credit card gives you free rides.
Okay, great. You can get across the country in 4 days.
Well, I'm usually, when I used it most, I was
Man, this balance on this Elevations Credit Union went up from 1,882 to 3,731.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? You put the risk on your head. You make it so that you can't do as much as you want. This prevents you from going out and doing the things you want to do, from putting out risk.
I called my bank and tried to consolidate, and they...
You shouldn't.
Why not?
Because you haven't changed your behavior that got you here in the first place. If you have this debt and you consolidate it into this debt and this went to zero, but the balance is still up here, you'll all of a sudden build it up to here without changing your behavior. That means double the debt. You should never consolidate. We have consolidation and personal loans and great things on CalebHammer.com for people that have proven they can. You can use that later, but only after you change your behavior, and you haven't.
But the most of my debt is mechanics.
Doesn't matter what it is. It's still behavior. You chose to do the behavior that got you there in the first place, and it's still not
That's
anyway
like
because
getting
you
mad
went
at
to a
people for
vending
getting
machine,
sick.
summer house
That's like getting
organization,
mad about people
United.
for losing their AC or their heating or their water.
Yeah, but they shouldn't put. Well, no, it's not because you chose to go into this van life.
So that's like buying a house, right? When you buy a house, you pick up the risk of owning a house.
Exactly, and you shouldn't get into a house without a proper, fully funded 6-month emergency fund. So yes, I agree with that point. It's not like rental. It's not like an AC breaking necessarily. You chose to do the van life. Now you're paying for it, and you will still have that behavior. You're door dashing. Marriott, United, DoorDash, American. Yeah, but you're still putting it on a credit card that you are not paying off that is accruing interest. You put double towards it, then you put on it.
Again, these are all work-related charges. I travel for work.
Nebraska Furniture. Doubt that was reimbursed. Green Lady Lounge. Chipotle. Some King Restaurant. Coffee. DoorDash again. Get into bullshit. Jimmy
Wait, hold
John's.
on.
Trail Brewery.
Hold on. Real question. Hold on. I have a real concern question. So if your house is a car, then why are you door dashing? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Device Pros. 54th Street.
That was my phone.
That's bullshit.
My
Okay.
phone.
That doesn't make any sense because what do you mean? Your phone was on another card.
No. My phone screen broke. I had to replace the phone screen. That's Device Pros.
Oh my god.
Fees, interest, it's all bullshit. This is stupid. It's been a fun conversation so far. Hopefully people like it and are watching. It's a very different one, but I've enjoyed it. I've made
This is one of my
either
favorite
enemy
episodes.
or friend, or a lot of enemies or friends out there who I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Where's your checking account, dude? Or was this is your checking account? Okay. You went inside, got some bullshit. Went inside, got some bullshit. Got like 1,500. Went inside, got some bullshit. Went inside, got some bullshit. Withdrawal, Venmo. Okay, so what is actually, where's your money? Where's your savings? You said you had savings and retirement and stuff.
I can show you my.
Just tell me what's in it.
So when I checked, it was like, well, at its peak, it was.
What's it at today?
I think it's 9.8.
1,000? Halfway decent. What's it invested in?
It's invested in Net and AMD.
Net?
Mhm.
Oh, individual stocks? Why? Why not a low-cost index fund or a retirement target date fund?
I just wanted to choose the stocks that I invest in.
And it'll be our fault if you don't retire,
Well,
right?
but I mean, I'm beating the S&P by a lot. The S&P is doing 12 and I'm doing 85.
12 on average. It hasn't done 12 this year.
Right.
But even still, you gotta, long-term is what matters.
Yeah, I can show you.
Long-term is what matters. The next 40 years of your life, not 1 year, not one snapshot. Are you gonna trade in and out
No.
of those stocks? Okay.
I was going to just hold.
Okay, your debt minimum payments, you're holding till retirement. You believe in AMD until you retire. And next, or whatever you said? Oh, your minimum payments are
I should check out this Dollarwise app, maybe.
$1,183.58. Okay,
You know?
So you don't have rent, but you don't have a payment on the ambulance, right? No, you do. That was a personal loan?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, I see it. That doesn't change the point of what I said.
Oh.
Okay, but no, you don't have a savings account.
I have a little bit of savings.
How much?
Like 1,000.
Kill myself. Okay. So you don't, oh, what's your gas? Your gas, vroom, drive, that you have to spend. Because that's like your rent, essentially. That and like insurance.
Well, the insurance I only paid once.
I know, but you got to save for it monthly to pay for it next time. Come on. What was your yearly insurance?
300.
Okay. Pretty good.
Here,
Very good.
let me get out of the way.
$25 a month. Not bad.
Let me get out of the way for you.
Gas, vroom, drive. Come on.
Like 300 on a full tank.
Phone bill. Well, it was like $15, right? Then you had a second
25.
payment.
You
had a second payment on a different card. What was that all about? Your phone service was on one card and you had like a phone payment on another card.
It was the screen. I replaced the screen on.
You still owe on it?
No.
Okay. So $15 a month.
Yeah.
How much do you spend on
Okay.
AI?
Well,
okay.
It's 25.
Okay, listen.
okay.
How much does Leaflit spend on AI? Listen, I spend a lot on AI, but it's all business expense because I make money from it.
Not to nitpick. I know we're counting every penny.
No, this does matter to nitpick. Utilities and stuff. You plugging in, you're like parking places and stuff. How much should we spend a month on that? You parking places and whatnot.
I mean, I don't really have to pay for parking too often. But
Getting like water and shit to maintain this. How much? To maintain the bus.
like
Van.
50.
Okay, not bad. Groceries, you're gonna do $300 because you have a stove and you just learn to cook. Please make sandwiches. It's so basic. You have to do this for the sake of your future. Just do it. You can give more money to every little organization you want. Okay, think
So-
about it like that. You're being selfish if you don't. You're being selfish if you don't, because then you can't give more money to people. TP fund, anything else you need to survive in there. Either tampons or condoms. I still can't tell. $200 will go there. Medical, health care, copays, monthly basis. I'm sure you have a lot of therapy.
Nope.
Oh, you need it. Okay, gym.
Nope.
Okay, subscriptions. I'll give you. I'll try
Oh my
$50.
God, bro.
Life on the road thing. No pets, right? Wouldn't mesh with your life. Anything else that needs to be in your budget that's not there?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I have to be able to afford whatever my work expenses. And my
Yes,
last
but
work
how
travel was
quickly
1K.
How quickly do they expense it back to you?
2 weeks.
Okay, then you should be relatively fine. You just need to make sure you have the balance in your checking account to actually do it. I wouldn't put it on a credit card that are getting fees and interest added to it. That doesn't make any sense. Why pay for them to cash advance you? It's a little silly. Okay, so I'll actually give you some fun spending. Not much, like $70. Okay? Yippee! You get to go out a couple times a month.
My
Please,
problem.
please. This gives you an extra $1,000 a month. We can make so
Thank
much
you,
progress.
Ryan.
Please,
Thank you.
please don't be a. Please,
Oh.
please. What? What? What are you gonna fight me against? What?
It's. I mean, I'm just. It's just the mechanics.
Huh?
The mechanics that have charged me. That's the bulk of my pay. The
Of
bulk
your
of my
debt.
debt. Yeah.
I know. Good. That's in your minimum monthly payments.
Okay.
Does that matter now?
It's just how I got here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, no, you could pay it off quicker if you weren't spending. You were spending a shit ton on bullshit, hundreds of dollars a month, hundreds of dollars that could go towards the cars that would pay them off quicker. No, it isn't. You spend more than you made. That's what put the balance on there initially. But what's
'Cause I went
preventing you from
I
paying
went
it?
several weeks without
What's
pay.
preventing you from? I don't care. What's preventing you? If you're going weeks without pay, then why are you going out to eat?
Yep.
You're not making it make sense.
Well, you don't have the statements from when I was.
It doesn't matter. You're spending hundreds of dollars a month in bullshit. Don't and put it towards paying off the debt that sucks you got in the first place. And you know why you had the mechanic debt? Because you chose to live van life. Okay? That's going to come with it. These are your choices. Live with them. Brother, stop being a victim. Can I tell you how long it's going to pay off your debt? Because that's actually what matters. It takes 17 months. That's not bad at all. It's a year and a half.
I know.
Do it and you're done. Stop spending hundreds a month on bullshit. With the hundreds you spent, this takes, if you only spend on that bullshit, the hundreds a month on bullshit, it takes you almost like 4 years to pay off your debt. Make it a year and a half. Be an adult, okay? Sake.
I believe it's totally possible. My bank
I
even
do
agreed.
too. The math says.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
My bank told me that they wouldn't work with me for that consolidation, and I see that you're telling me that
You don't
that
need a
would-
consolidation. Just pay off your debt.
Exactly.
And go to calebhammer.com if you need a consolidation in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, get your Hammer Financial Score there. Let's get our Hammer Financial Score. Again, I really do apologize, sincerely, on that. Spending in a budget. You overspent 0 out of 10. Debt, no collections. Bad reasons for the debt, 2 out of 10. Emergency fund, there's $1,000, 1 out of 10. Retirement, yeah, I'll give you a 5 out of 10 for your age. 25, 4 out of 10. Getting started. You want to be about 1 times income by the time you're 30. Real estate score, I will give you 0 because you don't have real estate. And no, that vehicle does not count. That goes against your debt that you owe towards it. And that's why I gave you a 2 instead of a 1.
Yeah, I was really shocked that my bank wouldn't accept it as collateral.
Why would they? Hammer Financial Score, 1.5 out of 10. Get yours at calebhammer.com. Join us. It's going to be a wild. You've seen how wild this one is. It's going to be even more wild in the post show. Uncut, uncensored. 3 premium shows posted every single day, 6 days a week. Join on YouTube by clicking that join button or link in the description below, or download Hammerlead or go to hammerlead.com, wherever you want to do it. Hammerlead's the same on both platforms. Love you either way. See you in the post show.
I haven't paid my taxes yet.
You haven't paid your taxes. You haven't paid your taxes. You're a taker, not a giver. You're a fucking champagne socialist. You live it up. You don't pay a single fucking thing in taxes to actually go to the social programs. Then you're saying people need to go pay more money. You don't even know.
I'm not paying for imperialism.
Hammer Elite is the best YouTube membership on the platform, and I just upgraded it. 3 exclusive dedicated shows every single day, Monday through Friday. Join with the link in the pinned comment or description below. This is the best membership you'll ever join. That's a promise.
Highly recommend Caleb Hammer.